What's up, gang? Welcome back to the Good PizzZa Podcast. I'm your host, Jay PizzZa, your favorite cannabis cuisine. Check this out. You are welcome here to break some bread with us, smoke some good tree with us, and talk good pizza. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on the podcast. That really helps your boy out. And if you're feeling generous, subscribe to the Patreon. Throw me a couple fazools, you know what I'm saying? So today, we get to, like every day, we get to highlight the beautiful cannabis plant, talk about our journeys with the plant, where it took us, where it's taken us, and how did we meet on our journeys. Today we have a very special guest. The gentleman to the right of me has a long history of cultivating this beautiful cannabis plant. He's been doing this so long, he's actually a cultivation advisor now. Not to mention an educator at San Francisco City College and the very well-known Oaksterdam University. What's probably the coolest attribute about this fella is he's a dad. Nothing better than being a dad. And even better, he's one of my new friends. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my pal, Tim, a.k.a. Bobby Bagz. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show, dog.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too, man. Yeah. Me too. Bobby Bagz. I like it. I love the name. It has a real East Coast ring to it. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was from the East Coast when I heard the name.
No. I'm from out here.
From out here? Okay, yeah. Cool. So
roots in like Pennsylvania, somewhere like Bethlehem, PA is like where most of my family's from.
No shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I just moved here from Allentown, PA.
No way.
No bullshit.
Yeah?
No bullshit. I lived in Allentown, PA for a few years before I moved here.
Yeah, so like my entire family is back there like that. We're Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh, no shit. Okay, yeah.
So half my
I know that. I know what that means.
Pennsylvania Dutch, and then the other half of my family is Italian. So
is that right?
Yeah, 100%.
Bobby Bagz.
Bobby Bagz.
Let's fucking go. Hell yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. I'm glad you made it out to the West Coast.
No doubt. Same. Yeah. Likewise, bro. What part of Bethlehem y'all from? South Side?
Oh man, I don't know it that well, but dude, they've been there their entire lives. Like my grandfather grew up there.
No shit.
Like when they
probably worked at Bethlehem Steel.
Like the steel companies. Yeah. He was the one that got out. He joined the military.
Okay.
And that's how we ended up in California.
No shit, man.
Yeah, all his family's still back there.
There's a lot of history out there with Bethlehem Steel, man.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You know they turned that place into a casino?
Yeah. Oh,
Have you ever been?
That's where my whole family stays, at the casino.
Oh shit, yeah. We used to frequent that casino, man.
It's a lot up there. But it's a beautiful place. I love it. I just love how everything's slower there.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy life a little more there, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, like not everybody's just rushing around, and I have some really, really cool people that still live back there, and luckily we have social media and we can talk.
Same, man.
But
same. Like, shout out to B-Town, shout out to A-Town, shout out to East End, the whole Lehigh Valley,
man,
you feel me?
Lehigh Valley,
Lehigh
University, everything.
Yep.
That's wild.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
No.
That's fucking cool, man. Small world, bro.
He said, I got an East Coast name, and I'm like, well, you know.
That's cool,
kind of over there.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
So, got to start with the story behind the story. What was young Bobby Bagz like before the cannabis? Like, where'd you grow up? What was this? The high school like shit like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, actually, that's a good lead-in because my grandfather was in the Navy, right?
Okay.
So my mom I'm single mom, right?
Okay.
So we were moving around with them, kind of Navy brat status, and we ended up in Vallejo at Mare Island. And so we ended up at Mare Island, and then we moved to Fairfield, and I basically got raised in Fairfield.
Okay.
All junior high, or elementary school, junior high. I moved like 12 or 13 times. I went to 4 different elementary schools. Like we were just constantly moving.
Yes, sir.
And it was cool, but I have 2 little brothers, and pretty early on I was like the man of the house. So I didn't dabble in. I was a pretty good kid. I got decent grades.
Good.
But I always kind of had a problem with authority. So I'd get good grades and I wouldn't do anything super bad, but like I still didn't like to be told what to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put on a good couple years, and then I think 8th grade we moved to Vacaville, and then I went to. Luckily, we were done moving, and I went to the same high school, and that's where I met like this great group of friends and the guys who started like this whole thing with me right back in the day in about 2010.
No shit.
Yeah. So yeah, we actually like. There was a couple, like 2 of my buddies were like, yo, we're moving to San Diego. This is after like I moved to Chico for a year, came home. That was fun.
Okay. Well, time out. This is still high school?
No. I'm getting ahead of
high
myself.
School.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So high school? Sports, anything like that?
Yeah,
Skateboarding?
soccer,
Like what you was into?
Soccer and track.
Soccer and track?
Yeah.
Okay. So you could run. You
I
still
mean, no.
Okay.
I used to do long distance running, and then I got lazy and I started jumping because you didn't have to run.
Okay. Okay, for
Yeah.
sure.
But soccer's been with me since I was a kid, so I played soccer. Like, I'm excited for my kid to play soccer.
Nice, bro.
Yeah. And then snowboarding is something that really started when I was about 10 years old. And then I always rode up. Like, we didn't have a ton of money, so I always rode up with other parents and stuff
Sure.
like that. And everybody else was like, "Oh, we're going." I'm like, I jump in with my like big 5 snowboard, you know?
Yeah,
And then
no doubt.
this group of friends that I met in high school, one of their dads just rode all winter, like made his own schedule at work. So like we would just skip school and go up with him. So we snowboarded a lot in high school, and
That's dope,
that rolled
bro.
into like how we got up to the mountains and all that stuff. So
Oh, okay.
a lot of love for the mountains, you know.
So right after high school,
Yeah.
sounds like you had a pretty chill high school experience. No
Yeah.
real issues there. Were you smoking weed in high school?
So the first time I smoked weed was in high school, but it
Okay.
was at like a party. Somebody handed me a joint, and I just like puffed on it, and that was it. Like I just went.
Did you get high?
Nah, not really.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Harold and Kumar came out, and we went and watched that in the theaters. And after that, the dude I went and saw it with, he was like, let's go get high. So we like went and hotboxed this other homie's like old school Chevelle. Like I couldn't even make this up. Like it really was like one of those
shit.
first smoking experiences. Of,
Come
like
on,
getting
bro.
stoned at least. Not
Some dazed and
first smoking.
confused type shit.
Straight up, like it was an old. I was like, this is so dope, and I was high. Yeah, I just went and smashed a bunch of Jack in the Box tacos. After
So
that.
hold up, y'all smoked after the funny movie?
Yeah,
Like,
because everybody was high the whole time in the movie, so we were like, we should get high. Like,
Okay, got you.
Yeah, we
For
smoked
sure.
after the movie. Let me clarify.
Yeah, because now I caught that right away. I'm like, damn, I would have smoked before the movie.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
But it influenced you to smoke.
Yeah, because I was like, man, they had hella fun.
How old were you when that came out? Were you still in high school?
Yeah, I was like 16 or 17.
Okay, yeah. I remember I was in college at the time when that came out. I got the bootleg, and we had a yeah, bro. We used to go to barbershop, get the bootleg. Shout out to Clippers Barbershop, Elizabeth Broad Street. Fucking, we had a White Castle not far from our school. You know what I'm saying? Right in the hood.
yeah.
So we used to fucking mob out there.
White
and fucking
Castle's hella
smash
good.
on those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's cool, man. That's a cool first story, bro.
It was-
Harold and Kumar and
It was
fucking
cool, yeah. But I
and
didn't
smoking
really
the old
like. I
school.
wanted to, I tried to, put on a good example for my little brothers and stuff.
Yeah,
So I didn't really
for
dabble
sure.
too much.
Hey, man. Nothing wrong with that, bro.
But again, just
I say it all the time, man. Like I wish I did wait a little longer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cool for the stoner story. See, I was 11 when I smoked first, and I was. You know what I'm saying? But like
everybody's stories like that too.
11,
I was
12,
like
you
11,
feel
12,
me?
and I'm over here like, yeah, I was probably 17. Like,
no, but I'm learning more and more people didn't till then. Like a
Yeah,
lot of the cats that went into like sports real heavy in high school.
yeah,
And parents, get your kid in sports because that's like you
100%.
you occupy their time. There's less room to fuck around. Like
Yeah.
that's why I got my kids are in sports and shit like that.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I can't wait for my kid to be.
And I was not in sports, and my parents split when I was 12, so I was running around running the fucking muck.
Yep.
Single mom, same shit. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But anyway,
It's easy to do.
it is.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, it
It's
is, bro.
easy
And I
to
was the
do.
youngest kid
And
on
it's
the
hella
block,
fun.
bro.
Yeah.
Nobody was watching me, and all my friends were older and just shit sooner. So that little combo fucking does it.
Yeah.
Right there.
But it is interesting because a lot of people all listen to other podcasts, and I'm like, damn, everybody started so
12,
young.
bro.
I'm-
I think 12
is
is
an
the
average.
fucking number, bro.
Yeah.
Between 11 and 13, but 12 I feel like is the most
Which is
popular.
a trip because at 12 years old, like, what is that?
Bro, you don't know
Sixth-
anything.
was that
at 12,
sixth grade?
bro. Yeah, sixth
I was watching
grade,
Pokemon, dog. Like,
6th grade, 12th grade. Yeah, I was fucking
Nah.
listening to Metallica, Nirvana, fucking NWA, fucking Wu-Tang.
my
You know what I'm
mom
saying?
did have
Pants
us
hanging off
listening
my
to-
ass. You feel
Oh,
me?
okay.
Yeah,
Man,
bro.
one time my mom caught me in middle school sagging.
Ooh.
Oh god,
Ooh.
most embarrassed.
Pick up your
But my mom was
pants.
really cool. Like we were listening to every genre, dude. Like it was either Shania Twain, like all the way to Tupac. Like we listened to
tight,
everything. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, my mom's put me on a lot of classic rock, like Led Zeppelin,
Yeah,
Jimi Hendrix, fucking
what's up?
The Doors, shit like that.
Yeah.
That was always playing in the background, so I have a really
So
good ear for
obviously-
classic rock. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to you. So we're out of high school.
Yeah.
That went pretty cool. Now, you went to San Diego right after high school?
No, so I went to Chico for a year.
Chico.
I actually
why
didn't even
Chico?
go to Chico State. I went to the JC at Chico, the
Okay,
junior college
okay.
there, right? The community. That
That's
was just
alright.
to have a good time.
Yeah, I ain't mad
Yeah.
at you.
I got good grades, but that's when I really started smoking. Is we got literally the first week we were there, we met this guy on the street. Swear to God, that's just some Chico shit. You just met him on the street.
Of course.
And he's like, hey, and he pulls out this plastic bag, and there's a hash rock that's like
Ooh.
between a golf ball and a baseball size. And he's like,
Damn.
can you guys move this? And one of the there was 4 of us in an apartment. And
Yeah.
one of the guys was like, yeah. So literally like within a week, being out like on my own,
Fools is trapping hash out of the spot.
my roommate's already selling shit. And I was like, all right, cool. So so that was cool, but I never got into it. I just was always like, honestly, I was that mooch kid that like, I feel so embarrassed that I was like, hey, you guys I can throw on that 10 sack, you know? And they're like,
just
it's
come
a
on,
10
bro.
sack, it's for 2 people, you know? But I didn't get the etiquette, right? I didn't know anything about stoner etiquette.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
think back now and I kind of cringe, but
Nah, bro, you good, man.
but that was like
Everybody-
my first intro, right?
Everybody has a start, bro. And look, if you was from my side, that was respectable. 10 sack, we have 5 motherfuckers from 10 sack, bro.
Yeah, and Chico is pretty abundant. Is what we
Yeah,
figured
of course,
out, man.
of course.
Yeah,
10
yeah.
sack in California was way different, especially
Yeah.
back then, you know?
Yeah. Dollar Point was like pretty standard.
Yeah.
Dollar Point was
Yeah.
like all day. But yeah, did Chico for a year. Moved home, back to Fairfield for a year.
Okay. So
And
it wasn't
just-
for you? The college thing wasn't for you? Just kind of.
No, I still was going to college.
cool.
I just moved home. Like I didn't, money was tight. That was like 2009, right? We're mid-recession. Like money was super tight. Like
Sure
I was
was.
trying to make money, but it was just like even Chico, which is hell of cheap. Like I think my rent was like $280 a month. Like,
Damn,
it was
bro.
ridiculously low. It still was just expensive. So moved home, went to the JC for a year. And then that's when my best friend at the time was like, he was dating a girl in San Diego. And he was like, hey, I'm moving to San Diego to go to school. And I was like, well, I'm not doing anything. So we end up in San Diego
No
in like 2010. Yeah.
Okay.
Which
so-
was cool. Like, man, that was hella cool. Like, I'm really thankful for that experience. Like, San Diego is just a whole nother world.
Let me tell you something. And I was just talking about this with my boy Danny on the way over here, right? We were talking about like California and like what out of staters perceive California to be. And it's fucking San Diego, bro.
It's San Diego straight up.
Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm in NorCal 5 years now. I've been to LA, so you see LA on the movies, but
Yeah.
like the main picture you get is 70 degrees all the time, warm, fucking cool,
Mhm.
Beaches, whatever,
The
bikinis.
good
you name it.
beaches.
The good beaches,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We have pretty beaches, but you can't really chill on them.
No, dog. And like I went
pretty,
there.
though.
I went there with my wife last summer.
Okay.
And I said to myself, oh, well, this is where the fuck, okay. This is what I've been picturing. This whole shit.
Dude, I still have pictures and stuff
awesome,
of
man.
being on the beach like in February in San Diego. And you're like, this is
Yeah,
and
dog.
I like the seasons, right?
Yeah, me too,
Northern
me
California,
too.
we get, especially your PA East Coast.
Yeah.
PA seasons are just crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Those are
Jersey,
amazing.
PA, New York,
All
bro.
of
It's
it.
amazing,
Yeah.
bro.
If you ever get a chance to drive through a couple of states in the fall on
It's
the East
beautiful,
Coast,
bro.
man, every state is a little different and it's gorgeous. It's just
You go up
absolutely
to the Poconos in that time of year, and the mountains just look like colorful weed buds, bro.
Yeah.
It just looks like a
Yeah, yeah.
fucking crazy ass bag of weed.
But,
But yeah, what were we talking about? San Diego, yeah.
Yeah. So we moved down there. Still was going to school. I was actually working at Zoomies at the time.
Okay.
And dude, we had 4 guys inside of a 2-bedroom apartment. It actually got to one point we had 6 dudes inside a 2-bedroom
Ooh.
apartment, and we were not making ends meet. Like we were broke, bro.
Damn,
and I was
bro.
working like 50 hours a week. Other buddy was working at Zoomies like same amount of hours. We're both going to school, and we're like,
This ain't it.
crazy. And then one of the guys moves down and he's like, hey, like there's this difference in price between like PAX in San Francisco, Mendo, and PAX in San Diego, LA. And we're like, oh, okay. Like we can just pay rent, right? So,
Yeah.
So I think we went up for like Thanksgiving or Christmas. And then on the way back, we stopped in San Francisco, grabbed like 3 or 4 units, came down, did that thing. And we were living on San Diego State's campus, but we weren't going to San Diego State. Like we were going to the JC, we pulled the move again.
Got you.
Like still having a bunch of fun, but not having to do the work. It was
great.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good operation.
It was, yeah. And everybody that we ended up hanging out with down there was from Northern California, so they like saw the good bud and like instantly we were good friends. Right?
Cool.
So we did that for a little bit, and then somebody introed us to vending to the clubs.
Okay.
And at that time, it was a straight up Wild West. Like LA and San Diego had 500, 700 clubs, and just all of them kind of sketchy, kind of not. Like, it was, I mean, Wild West.
I've heard, man.
It
what,
was
circa what years we at now? Ballpark?
2010 going into 2011.
Okay.
And honestly, really, really quick. All it took was us to like, I'll just back up. So we did this a couple times, went up, grabbed, vended to some clubs. And then we just realized that like there was no reason to be working our Zoomies jobs. Like straight up. There was no reason.
You're losing money by working over here.
Yeah.
You know
and so we had this rotation, like couple dudes were in a car grabbing work, couple dudes were vending to the clubs, and we would just rotate every week.
Oh,
every week we'd come back, here's some shit. The other two would get in the car, boom,
I love the fucking light bulb moment you guys got.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Light bulb moment is right. And so we started getting farther north, right? We started getting into Mendo, Humboldt, all that stuff. And then randomly, we're at a Atmosphere concert in Berkeley, right? And I run into an old coworker, and he's like, hey, I moved up to Mendo, and I'm growing. You should come up. Mm. And so that was our intro to, like, literal Mendocino and Fort Bragg.
Okay.
And that's, like, summer 2011.
Okay.
And it just took off like a rocket ship from there.
No shit.
We got, I don't know if, probably some people will remember the strain Ingrid.
I've heard of it, never had it.
It was one of the first trademark strains in the world, really.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leonard Moore Cooperative in Mendocino, California. Still going. We got linked up with him up there, the grower, and he already had accounts at like Green Door, San Francisco, like all these big names that were around Harborside, all the big names up here. So we were like, hey, we'll crack open San Diego and LA for you. So within, I want to say like 2 months of like really starting to vend to clubs, we had like major accounts in San Diego.
Oh, let's go.
Because we brought in Ingrid that was well recognized, and then everything else moved behind it, right?
Got it. Yep.
So really, really quickly, like I want to say mid to like 3/4 of the way through 2011, I mean, we're cranking. Like we show up on time. Club owners love us.
Yeah, it's not
we're like, we'll be here at Tuesday at 11. How many do you need? Right? Because we're used to be in like the retail world, which is just go.
Sure.
And so we show up with a little bit of time frame, and these guys are like,
oh, these guys come on time and they got to work?
And good work.
And good work.
And like as much as you want.
Yeah, right.
We had as soon as people figured out we could move it, we had all the pre-98 Bubbas.
Oh, the real.
Red Dragon, U2, Ingrid, Cherry AK. Oh my God, I wish I could get that cut back. It was absolutely amazing. But we broke it open there, and then they offered me to come up and learn how to grow. And so 2011 was when I like really, really started growing.
No shit. And when was Bobby Bagz born? What was the name? When was that name born?
So Bobby
was
Bagz,
moving the bags in LA?
So Bagz is new. Bagz I put on to be catchy on Instagram. Bobby, the same group of friends, right? We're all like hella nervous on phones, hella nervous to like talk our real name.
For sure.
None of these club owners in San Diego were using their government names. So
right.
We're not coming in here like, my name's Timothy. Like we're not.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. So we all
Bobby's
created.
A good name.
So we all created, and honestly, I had a different nickname. I can't remember. Something that I picked.
Yeah.
And then one day, we're sitting in the middle of, I think we're on the Grapevine getting food or something, and one of the missions, and we're on the Grapevine coming back or heading up to NorCal, and we're watching X Games, right? Snowboarding.
Okay.
Right? We're big in snowboarding.
Nice.
And X Games is on, and there's a skier named Bobby Brown.
Okay.
And my boy turns to me and goes, you know what? You look just like him when you got your goggles and your helmet on. Like, you're Bobby. And just from then on, I think we were at a Mel's, actually. Like, just sitting there eating, some whatever food. Like, just chilling, watching the contest.
That's great.
And all of a sudden, I was Bobby. So we had Bobby, Kyle, Steve, like Peachy, Jerry, like all.
Y'all picked mostly regular names.
Yeah, it was funny.
That's cool.
It's hella funny. And it was years at a time where we didn't refer to each other by our legal names. Like years went by. Like we'd be in front of other people's parents and calling each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Keep it going, bro.
Oh,
Keep
man.
it going. Nobody breaks character.
Yeah, one time I was out to eat and one of my like buddies' girls was working and served us and she kept calling me Bobby and the people I was with were like, who's Bobby? Like I'm sitting there going,
shit. How do I tell this story? How do I
like
tell
this is like
story?
2014. Like there's no way I'm telling anybody what I do. You know? I just started telling people what I do. Like it's been, you know, it's still weird. It's still hella weird.
That's funny. Nicknames are funny, bro. Like
Yeah.
you can just and they just stick. You never know when it's gonna happen. You know?
It just happened so organically too.
So organic.
Yeah, because the one before it, I can't even remember what it was, but it was like, nah, that ain't you, dude. Then they heard Bobby and like, I'm just Bobby now. Like there's tons of people who only know me as Bobby from the 215 days. Like
Dog, I would have never known.
Yeah.
Unless I got that email from you the other day. I was like, oh, it's Tim.
His name's Tim. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. People get weirded out when they see my email. It's tim@bobbybags.com. And I'm like, I should have put like info@bobbybags.com because they're like, who's this Tim?
Who's this Tim fella?
Is this the guy that like vets the emails? Nope.
Right.
That's me.
That's the guy, man.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Yeah, man. Nicknames are funny.
Yeah.
They fucking stick, man. I have some homies from back home that got some really bad ones, bro. Like my boy Crackhead. Shout out to Crackhead. Shout out my boy Sean, man. I love you, bro. He got Crackhead, man. And he's fucking poor bastard's 40 years old. But people still say that shit, man. My mother refuses.
Yeah.
But
yeah, she should.
Yeah, man. Like it's fucked up. Mom meant pork chop. Like
pork chop.
Man.
Pork chop.
He used to go to my boy Porter Rock's crib and his mother speaks Spanish. She's like, why you call him chuleta? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it just stuck, yo.
It stuck, yeah. Yeah, you can't help it. I'm pretty thankful. But Bagz came from like...
Dude, that was a good name, bro. That's an East Coast name. That's like an East Coast wise guy name, bro. Like fucking Bobby Bagz over here. You seen Bobby? Bobby who? Bobby fucking Bagz.
I'll take it.
That's good, bro. Yeah. I love it.
It's cool, man. Like, and Bagz just came up because I knew I had to create a presence on Instagram and I messed with like Terpy Tim, and I was like, that's too corny, man. And then
Terpy
Bobby,
Tim.
And then people loved Bobby, like heard my nickname was Bobby, and they just like everybody laughs and smiles. Like you can't say Bobby like without like kind of like having a little cheese. So
yeah, man.
I was just like Bobby Bagz because the bags that I was putting out at the time were just super on point, and I was like, I'm Bobby Bagz. Dude.
Yeah, bro.
Just ran with it.
It's fire.
Yeah, I got the .com and everything. We're good.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky on that.
I got a cousin Bobby.
Yeah.
Who's the son of my Uncle Artie, which I named the strain after.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I had to call him to get the blessing to use the name, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah, man, that was cool, man. So, all right, boom. So we are in 2011. Yeah. Bobby Bagz was born, the name, right?
Bobby, yep.
What happens next? Oh, no. So now you're up in Mendo growing?
Yeah, we're up in Mendo growing. Indoor.
Oh, you went, so have you ever grown outdoor or depth?
Yeah.
So what happened first?
Indoor.
Okay, went indoor first. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
talk about
indoor
it.
First. Literally houses that were blown up, kitchen, bathroom was the bedroom, clone room, every bedroom, you know, parabolic hoods, the ones that like, they look like these lights. You know
Yeah.
Like they're upside down umbrellas, right?
Yep.
Parabolic hoods, big pots, parabolic hoods and big pots. And we actually learned to grow veganically, like Kyle Cushman style veganics, like no animal products, no salts, no nothing.
No shit,
Yeah, so
man.
it's like extremely... Like,
oh, very cool.
You have to be really forward thinking to know what the plant is going to need, right? When you can't, like, it's organics are hard enough, but veganics is like, you got to be super on point. So we were fortunate enough to learn like an extremely difficult way to cultivate.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we did that for a little bit. Mendo was great. I was up there for 3 or 4 months. Met a lot of friends, a lot of people that I still know today. Like I just talked to my boy Chubby yesterday.
Nice,
Chubby,
man.
There you go. There's a nickname.
Shout out to Chubby.
Yeah, he's skinny as a beanpole though.
What's usually the opposite.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
But like still people that I talk to, and you know, I have a lot of good connections still up there, and like as most partnerships in cannabis do, that it kind of went south. You know, like not with the Ingrid dude. Like I don't want to trash Ingrid. He's still around. Ingrid's still there. Everybody. But the guy I was learning under. Like, didn't like we were catching such a big wave at the time.
Got it.
And so kind of cut us off. Shit went sideways. Damn. We had already got a place in El Dorado County.
Okay.
And we started building our indoor. So we had 25 lights of indoor in El Dorado, like underneath this house, like this sneaky little wood shop basement. It was
Let's go.
like we got this house, and like without that house, I wouldn't be at where I am today because it was
Oh,
just
shit.
perfect, right? It was like the most perfect little setup. And
You guys-
you
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
but I think the feds were like, hey,
Hey guys, follow this fucking trail here, guys. Come on.
what's going on?
Bobby Bagz is running the bag up over here. What are y'all doing?
Dude, I mean, everybody was.
No,
It was
I know.
hella regular. But
Hell
yeah, so we end up in El Dorado County, and we're still in San Diego too. And so,
Okay, so that's still going on down there.
Yeah.
You guys are still going up here and shooting packs down there.
so we were good. Yeah, and we were vending, so we were in the gray area. Like
Sick.
everything was cool. Like
Super gray.
yes, as gray as it gets, man. But
It's perfect.
It was fine. Like everything worked. You know, that was $215. That's what
Yeah.
they gave us. So
It was
you know,
great.
it was awesome. It was so much fun. So
Wish
much
nobody did anything to it. We could
Yeah.
have just been cool.
I know. But so we did that for a little bit, and then at the end of 2011, Obama brought the feds into LA and San Diego,
Oh shit.
and overnight shut down. Like, it seems like overnight it was like 2 weeks.
Whoa.
They shut down hundreds of clubs, hundreds, dude.
Whoa.
Like, just came in super heavy, and that was our first big L.
Okay.
Yeah, we took a huge L that day.
Really?
Yeah, and that
With
was
like some clubs that had your work on consignment got hit type shit?
I mean, and like again, it's 215. I really didn't know the guy's legal name. I should have, but I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
20, 21.
Yeah, handshake, a lot of handshake.
Hella handshakes.
Agreements.
I mean, the cannabis industry is still a lot of handshakes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I didn't really know. We didn't know. So we took an L that day, and but luckily we had the indoor going. So we
Okay.
already had our own coming, right?
Okay.
Still doing veganics, right? Indoor, just
Nice,
crushing
bro.
it. And then, so that's the end of 2011. 2012 was a crazy year.
What happened?
We got, by the end of 2012, so we kept indoor cultivating, kept learning, kept, doing our thing with the clubs, recovered a little bit. End of 2012, we made a play for a property. I guess it was like August. We made a play for a property in Mendo.
Okay.
It was like 30 acres. It had this, we called it the Plywood Palace.
Okay.
Right? It was a 3-story, literal like plywood structure, hardly any insulation,
Oh,
but
damn.
it had room for 120 lights in it,
Oh yeah, dude.
and it was a 70 kilowatt whisper watt generator up there. So we were off grid too.
Oh no shit.
Yeah. So we signed that, got it all up and running. All winter we're working on the indoor. We're working on filling bags. We had 300 plants outside, blowing sky high, and then we get raided in 2013.
Ooh.
Yeah, like August 2013, we got raided.
Damn.
Yeah. But within like a year and a half, we went from like running somebody else's grow to having 150 lights and 300 plants outside. So like we went to scale really
quick,
fast.
bro. How
And
big
we-
was your team, man?
6 people, including myself.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, and everybody equal share. Everybody eats
cool.
the same. You do what you want with your money. We had a pot that everybody put their money back in, and it was so much fun. It was really good times, man. And Burner
crew?
had just dropped. Burner had dropped. Was it Cowboy or Drugstore Cowboy?
Okay.
One of those. One with the packs on it. The song. If the
Yeah.
packs make it there, we really on and shit. So
we
like,
really on. Yo, that was the first mixtape I ever heard from him, bro.
Yeah. I didn't know Burner before that. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
know
So
exactly
it was
what you're
that
talking
time. So like that was our
15,
mentality.
2015-ish? Maybe I might have heard it late though.
13.
I could have heard it late. Yeah.
It was, man, I don't even know. That and
No, it was
Good
2013.
Kid, Mad City had just came out too.
Okay, I got
So
you.
we were like,
Got you.
Good Kid, Mad City, and Burner. That's all we listened to for like 7 months.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did it up. We blew it up. Everything was cool. Things were
Urban
just flipping
Farmer.
to fly.
Sorry.
Urban Farmer.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's what it was.
There we go. And like, yeah, August they came in and they hit us and they cut all the cords to our lights and our ballast and cut down all our plants, and that it was jacked up because they cut the plants in such a way, and we had them trellised and caged so well
Yeah.
that they were still alive when we came and saw them. Right, they looked alive. We were like, oh my gosh, they skipped us and went to the other person who's on the
Shit.
the adjoining road. Right, oh, they skipped
Right.
us. and you walk up to it and like you get like a couple feet away and you could see the stock was cut. And you're like,
So they just you guys weren't there when they raided?
we think they waited for us to leave because they didn't want to do any paperwork.
Oh, so they just killed your crops and dipped.
That was kind of the Mendo way. That was like the local.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, if you talk to a lot of people up there, they just come hit you, cut your stuff down, and move on. They got paid by the plant, not by the arrest. So like, why would they want?
By the plant, yeah.
And it's California, man. Nobody was going to like, unless you had BHO or something going on. Nobody was going to like prison for cultivation by then. Maybe a few, but like not as much. So
that whole deal with the BHO is crazy. You get manufacturing meth charges for BHO, bro.
That and the money counter. I saw a lot. Yeah,
what's up with the money counter?
That's a kingpin charge, or was. But yeah, that was
on the East Coast too, bro.
That was a big one. I saw people go down for that one a lot, and I was like, okay, we can't buy hands.
That's why we have no money counters on the East Coast, bro.
But the BHO thing, people were really going to prison over. But we, they cut our plants down, and that was it. And like a week later, we replanted.
Yo, that's crazy.
And we covered our expenses for the year. As crazy as that was, like we didn't even take we lost our sweat equity.
You replanted the same property?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They weren't coming back.
Gangster. Yeah, because they figured we just got them.
We literally drove over to the clone guy on the coast, loaded up every vehicle we had with as many plants as he had on deck.
Oh, these guys were pissed. We're like, we're coming back with a vengeance. Fuck these guys.
Oh yeah. So we did that, and then we had like 40 lights at home. Like at that point, we were like almost at 200 lights.
Damn.
Which is like massive scale for 20. That was huge. And so, but I'm not gonna lie, we failed all over the place. Like we failed. It was too big, too fast. We didn't really know what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know I'll be honest with you. If they didn't cut down our plants, I don't know how we were gonna dry it.
I was gonna say that's a pretty big operation, bro.
We have the plywood palace, right? But again, it's not insulated.
I know.
It's
I was
cold,
thinking of all those
wet,
things, bro.
Like it's Mendo, like it's So we had no idea we were just gonna grow it and figure it out.
Share with people that don't know Mendo, like what that weather's like and how that affects growing cannabis. I didn't know that until I moved here.
Okay. So it's absolutely amazing in the summertime. You get these cool nights, right? This ocean breeze that comes in.
Yep.
And we're actually
we're
like 25 miles inland, right?
Okay.
We were in Willits.
Willits. Oh yeah, I know Willits.
Right off the 20. Yep. 2101. And so you're in a little bit, but you get the cool ocean breeze every night, and that's what makes that's where the terp profile comes from like Mendo, really.
That's right here.
That's why cannabis from Mendo is so unique, like hands down.
Yep.
And good cultivators, straight up, and Humboldt, all that. Sohum is just incredible. Garberville, all that.
Shout out to Garberville. I know a bunch of growers up there.
G-ville, man. They were putting out the sours for a decade plus. Best sours in the world.
I heard, bro.
Best sours in the world.
Probably some of the ones we were getting.
Oh, 100%.
Real talk.
100%, yeah. And so we were there, but summertime is great up there. It gets hot. Plants are loving it, not too hot. And then wintertime, like the window shuts in like early November, man. It gets cold, rainy. Days are short, like it's just and
it's a little rough out there, huh?
So you can grow indoor hella easily,
in
the winter, but man, if you don't have your plants down by like end of October, you're just asking for it,
Yeah, so asking for mold and problems, and
everything,
just outdoor,
just everything,
fucking shit that comes.
So
with
it's a beautiful place to grow. Like that's why it's such a haven. That and like how remote it was, right?
Yeah,
that's what made it like a good cannabis haven. But honestly, like that and like I'll even say like Southern Oregon has incredible weather for growing cannabis outside.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people, legalization happened.
Everybody front on Oregon.
Yeah, they do. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. It's like Oregon and Colorado kind of get grouped together, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of killers in Oregon.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, the only one that
Especially
really gets
Southern
love, bro, is Jay Plant Speaker, bro.
That and Archive.
And Archive, I'm bugging. Archive. Yeah, the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Archive.
Yeah.
Love to have you on the show, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Man.
Fletcher. But yeah.
Fletcher, hell yeah. We've run a ton of his gear, man.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Rainbow Belts is still one of my favorite smokes.
I had my mom running his gear, man. She's in Jersey, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fuck yeah. Dark Rainbow and shit.
Oh, cool.
The Beeves.
I've got Dosey Bow in my refrigerator that I've had. Yeah.
Nice.
I love Moonbow.
Bro, he had this fucking little sample
Moonbow.
pack that he was giving. You get a little gift pack.
Yeah.
It's called the Beeves. Whatever the Beeves is. Fletcher, if you see this, I need to know. That shit was crazy. And she, it's East Coast, we don't back nothing up. So like the one pheno she had was fucking so dope, bro. I have no idea what it was. It's called the Beeves. Beavs.
Beavs.
But whatever.
Beavis and Butthead.
Shit, right?
But yeah, so we went big and we lost big, but we continued on, and like after all that, like the group kind of went its separate way. Like it was a big like
that's a hurt piece, bro.
It sucks. But like but it was good. We needed to break up. Like there was a lot of things going on and people wanted to do other things, and I was like, cool, like I'm gonna go grow in the mountains.
6 people is a lot of dynamics.
It's a lot of dynamic, but like, man, it really worked. And honestly, those were the funnest times of my life because everybody was equal. Everybody ate the same. We went to the Safeway in Willits and we loaded up like $700 worth of groceries. It all came out of the family pot. It was family.
That's cool, man.
And it was so dope, and everybody worked, and it was great. And
that's awesime, bro. You don't hear that a lot.
No, and I'm super thankful for that time. Most of those guys are out of the industry. I actually only 2 of them are still in it.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And then really, we already had El Dorado going. So me and most of the homies moved over there, and we just did that for another year. Snowboarded like crazy all winter. Didn't do shit all winter.
Right by Tahoe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were 35 minutes from the nearest snow resort, right off 50. We were good. Sierra Tahoe all day, man.
Sick. Bro.
You were at Sierra Tahoe from like 2012 to like 2020. You saw me every day, except for the weekends.
No doubt.
But yeah. So we did that. 2014 was chilling. We didn't do too much, and then end of 2015, I got the opportunity to go grow outdoor.
Okay.
A little west, lower elevation than we were at. And so I got the ability to start doing dep and outdoor.
Okay.
That's when I really like stepped into my own as a cultivator. We weren't doing vegan. I stopped doing veganics, started doing organics.
Okay.
Veganics was just pricey. It was just expensive stuff, man. So we started doing organics, and yeah, just 99 plants on a hillside, blown up, all terraced out, a couple of rope houses, pulling tarps every day. Like you lived there.
Living the hill life, baby.
Never left.
Hell no.
So I did that by
99
myself
plants,
for a
you ain't
while.
going nowhere, bro.
Oh, no, big 400-gallon pots. Like we ain't
Ooh,
playing.
bro, you going monsters.
Yeah, we're growing
Holy
monsters.
fuck.
We grow 8 to 10 pounders was the goal every time.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
You guys are pulling cases out of there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hella fun.
Hella
Hella
yeah.
fun. But stress, man.
Yeah, man.
Getting flown a couple times a month, man. Just so much stress. But I did that for a long time, and really like it was dep all, early summer, second, third plant, just let the sun take it and flower out full term.
Yep.
Got the other full terms, the big plants on the hill. And then,
so every second, third, you would just go full term?
Yeah, you just
cool.
Stop pulling tarps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we tried to be wrapped up by like the 1st of December, as soon as the snow was hitting, and then we just rode all winter. All we did, man. We just moved to work and rode all winter, took a break.
The grower life, man.
It was one day I really hope to be back there, to be honest with you, but I don't know if that happens anytime soon.
Bro.
But
that's so dope.
But yeah, we'd kick it until, mid-February, put our clone order in, get the clones early March, veg them up, start rocking.
Yeah.
But you had a couple months off, and it was
system,
just
bro.
like, yeah.
Oh, I love y'all life. And from December to like March, I love, like you guys are in Mexico, Costa Rica.
Costa Rica was the
heavy.
one.
Like a lot of my grower homies on the ridge, Costa Rica all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a drop right
my
there.
My boy, unfortunately he just got his farm raided this year, man. He was on the ridge and yeah, dog, he does the Costa Rica real heavy.
I hope he got some property down there.
He does.
Disappear.
He's building on it. Yeah.
Go disappear,
oh yeah,
bro.
he's about
worth
to.
It.
Yeah, man, it's fucked up because you know what they did to him, and what they're doing now is they flew a chopper over, right? Did a plant count from the chopper. Then watch this. Then they waited till October, till it was fully about to harvest, and then they raided. So now, since then, now he threw up a couple hoops. You feel me? He's got a couple in the ground, real big. Bro, this is only the second season he had here. The last year we got fucked up with the fires. So the smoke, remember the smoke coverage?
Oh yeah.
It fucked up the sun. It flipped everything. And then towards the last couple weeks of flower, we got more smoke. So finishing your flower with not adequate sunshine fucked up the yields, you know what I mean, and the bud structure.
Oh, it was a bad.
Yeah, it was a bad year. So this year he was like, fuck that, bro. We're going. Oh, I'm making my money this year. And then they whacked him, bro. But here's where they fuck you. It's per plant per day. So after you're 6, It's X amount of dollars per plant per day. He's looking at a couple of M's in fines.
Put a lien on the property.
Well, here's the thing. The property ain't his name.
Oh.
Property is another cat's name that, you know, try to fuck him on the property. And this guy's in another country now. It's all fucked up, bro.
Oh.
So my boy's just like, just kind of just kicking back like, let me get my Bobcat back or something. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna speak no more on it because this shit's still open.
Yeah,
but
it's
you
still
know what I
open.
mean?
Yeah,
It's just it's not good, bro. It's not good.
But
It's
the Ridge,
fucked up.
beautiful place, Nevada County.
The Bridge, man. Shout out to the Ridge. I
Absolutely
fucking love it up there, bro. I could see myself, you know, getting a property up there and just fucking just enjoying those
My girl
sunsets
knows
for the
like
rest of my life.
we'll be
You know what I'm saying?
we'll be in Auburn eventually, and then I'll slowly move her up to Nevada City.
For sure.
We'll get farther and farther away.
It's
Just gotta
dope,
be
bro.
slow with her.
It's dope. Where you living now? Whereabouts?
I'm in Sac.
Sac?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're off 50.
That's how I ended up in Sac, bro, because as you said, Auburn. I moved here. I don't have like a special story on how I got here, bro. I just looked at a map and I knew I was moving to NorCal. And I knew it wasn't gonna be. I had cousins in the Bay and one cousin at Auburn. And I wasn't about to start in the Bay, restarting my life with not knowing anybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
So I just seen Sac looked like it was in the middle.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, Sacramento
We're
looks
in
cool.
the middle of
Let's do it.
everything. We're
Let's
in the
do
middle
it.
of everything.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, we got Mendo, we have Tahoe, we have the Bay.
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's perfect.
And yo, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? Moving from Allentown, PA.
Yeah.
Allentown's in the middle of everything. It's an hour from Philly,
It's a
hour and a half
trip.
from New York, 20 minutes from Jersey,
It's a trip.
an hour south of the Pocono Mountains.
Yeah.
So it's like I had the same access, you
Yeah.
feel me, with Sacramento. It was a trip.
Yeah.
And I'm still in the fucking valley.
This is still in the valley. Yeah.
Dusty ass valley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, this summer they don't.
Fuck, bro.
But yeah,
That's a trip, man.
yeah, it was, and like I was still in El Dorado County. It's hot there.
Yeah,
I had
it
this
does.
perfect
Yes, it
little microclimate though. I had an
you?
inlet to the Consumnes River running past the property.
Really?
Every night we got a cool breeze. Like the Delta breeze would make it up this like little.
really?
So I got cool nights. Like there was a little bump on my road.
Okay.
And like as soon as you came over this bump, you started to descend.
Yeah.
As soon as you come over that, you could just feel that you were in a different
That Delta breeze is so
microclimate.
nice,
Yeah.
bro.
I had just an amazing microclimate, and really like I became a
That's
good
so cool,
cultivator
man.
because I'm consistent. I learn every year.
Sure.
You know, I make adjustments. But I had an amazing microclimate for what I was growing. I was growing nothing but OG, Miyagi OG, Iron Man OG from Mike on the Coast.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, just killer. I still got people asking me for Iron Man OG. It was like
It sounds
it was so
incredible.
bright lime green that you could put like 7 OG turkey bags, like different OGs.
Yeah.
You could put this one and you could pick it out of the line.
Damn,
It was
bro.
just like
right through the turkey.
it
You
was
don't even
just
gotta
like
bust it open.
straight up, just a whole different lime green, dude. And man, it yanked too, but you had to let it go 70 days. Like it had to go 70 days,
Yeah.
or else you didn't get any yield.
No shit.
So I was growing that, and then when Sherbert dropped, I had Sunset Sherb. So I had that and Sunset Sherbert, 2 strains, done.
Nice.
And then the
bro.
full terms, I had a bunch of BD, and you know,
Was that indoor or outdoor?
it's all outdoor. But it was depth.
How was the depth sherbs, bro?
Oh, stupid.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It had the sherb nose?
Oh,
Because, yo, you know, I noticed a lot when I moved here when the depth sherbs were going around. This is like 2017. They never really had the nose,
exactly
bro.
the year I'm talking. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No.
obviously, that's when it came out,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
about
I got
17.
Sunset. And honestly, it reminds me a lot of the Sherb that goes around now. Like, it's not too different.
Yeah. Oh, I miss a
And-
good sherbet, bro.
And man,
It's
it just like,
fucking
oh, that's all I
one of the
needed.
best.
Those were the two. Like, either they wanted purple
yeah.
sherbet or they wanted OG. And I was like, oh, well, you take whatever you want.
Yeah, and this is before like the transition out of OG. This is when like OG was still
Oh, King.
king. Yeah.
That sour was still King.
Sour, yeah.
I just
sour
never,
OG.
I never messed around with sour. I did, like, one of my first indoor runs was sour. And I was just like,
Fuck this. It's taking way too long.
yeah. And it was, I loved it. But like, honestly, I would get ounces from Garberville and shit. I'm like, this is so good. Like, I'll just smoke this.
Competing with this?
Yeah,
Fuck,
I'll just
man.
smoke this and then I'll do my OGs.
There you go.
And I had a niche with that Iron Man, so it was like it was stupid for me to switch it up
Sure.
past that. I always try new things every year, but
But you had your staples. You know, you
Had
had to
to.
all the way dial it. Yeah,
I
you
had
had
to.
to. You
I had the
can't-
BD for the full terms. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
you do a couple of that. Barry White when Barry White came out, because Barry White would finish at like it would finish the end of September, so it was the first thing to get
What
harvested.
the fuck?
And
No
this
shit,
thing was
bro.
icy, and this thing was
Bro, I
like,
liked Barry White, man. I did like that plant.
yeah, it was a beautiful plant.
It was cool.
But it just like, it really didn't get you that high, but like nobody cared. It came down early. It was purple early.
Yeah.
And like, so it was that, you know, when you have 99 huge plants, you got to really be good with your scheduling of how you harvest, right? Because you can lose it all.
Yeah.
So Berry White came down, and then usually we do some kind of like, we had Dosey one year, and then we had Gorilla Glue, of course. Gorilla Glue was like the staple in full terms for a long time.
Oh, hell yeah,
that
bro.
Thing went
Glues,
to the end
man.
of, yeah,
Glues
that thing went to the end
held
of
it down
October, but.
For a minute.
Oh, yeah. And that plant was easy.
Really?
Glue is just
easy
effortless, man. You just like, here you go. It's damn near a Blue Dream type.
Oh, no
like,
shit. You can piss on it and it still grows?
That's literally what I say. I'm like, dude, you could just pee on them and they're like, thanks for the nutrients. Like, that's all they need, you know? And you can like obviously do better and do worse, but like glues just ran it.
And they were so greasy and just, man.
Whole thing.
And the East Coast loved it, bro.
So I couldn't grow enough glue.
You couldn't. You know, you couldn't.
No, and I wasn't willing to do the whole garden glue because I was like, that's when things aren't going to be good. As soon as I do the whole garden glue.
Then the East Coast don't want it no more.
Yeah, that happened.
The candies happened. Once the candy started cracking out there, bro.
So Candyland was like the first one I saw, and that was gorgeous. That was one of the prettiest plants. Yeah, and I grew it for a little bit in the depth, but it didn't catch on with my people.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, once the candy took over and then there was a year there like 2018, nobody wanted purple.
No, bro.
It was like purple was worthless almost. Like it was such a trip if you compare it to like now in 2023. Like
didn't matter. It was still gas.
Yeah.
2018, they still wanted gas.
Yeah.
I feel like it started phasing out of gas and into the gelatos and the runts and shit.
Once gelato came about, that's when things changed. But so I grew at that spot until end of 2018. Turned it over to somebody I know, and you know, kind of stayed involved, but not really. But I went back to school. Like legalization had happened.
Yep.
I didn't own the property I was at. Landlord didn't think he was getting his cut. People weren't happy, and then like I just was like, you know what, dude? Like I don't know what I'm doing with legalization. I don't think the BM does very well here in the future. I was watching prices drop.
Yeah.
Or the 215 market, and then. So I just went back to school. I took a break. I just stopped cultivating.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was just burnt out.
What'd you decide to do with the whole school route?
So I'd already had some previous some credits, right? From like going before I started cultivating. And so for the summer 2018, I was growing a ton and I was hustling up to South Lake Tahoe Community College like 4 times a week. So I finished up all I needed to transfer, and then I transferred to down here at UC Davis.
Okay, nice, man.
So
what were you studying?
So I studied sustainability, and then I got a degree in a minor in what's called remote sensing.
Okay,
and that's basically using cameras, sensors, LiDAR to kind of map the earth, map plants. Like you can actually with an infrared camera, you can map water stress in plants.
Really?
Yeah. So you can fly a drone over a big field of cannabis, and you can tell which ones are under water stress.
What the
and how much water stress.
Wow.
Yeah. So I saw that and was like,
you straight nerded out on that right away.
Oh my gosh. So I didn't know what it was when I went back to school. I had no idea. And everybody's like, remote sensing. All these smart kids are around me, dude. Like all these kids were so brilliant. And I'm like almost 30 years old. Like I didn't know what a Google Doc was.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have Wi-Fi.
I
didn't have Wi-Fi for 8 years.
Oh fuck!
Like I had never binged watched Netflix. This is going into 2019, dude. Like I didn't know what a Google
see the
Doc
Sopranos
was.
yet.
No, I really hadn't. But I hadn't watched anything. I didn't know what. Everybody was like, oh, you know, the teachers are like, everything's in the Google Drive, and I'm like, what's a Google Drive?
What's that?
I had no idea what was going on.
I was floppy disk last time I checked.
Dude, it was still definitely CD-ROM, like.
Yeah.
And so. Or crappy PowerPoints, you know. So, so I had to learn a lot real quick, and that's when I took a smoke break too, because these kids were just so smart, and I felt like I wasn't sharp enough. So yeah, I did that for 2 years, and then that was hella fun, dude.
Good
I did
for you, man.
I did a lot of fun stuff, and it was cool to take a break from cultivation because it really showed me how much I loved it, you know. Because sometimes. You get so caught up in this cultivation lifestyle because it is a lifestyle.
Yeah, man.
Especially now. You know,
Absolutely.
Back in the day, we got 4 months off chilling. I never had to see a plant if I didn't want to. Now it's 24/7, 365, Christmas, Thanksgiving.
You can't afford that one season off no more, bro.
That's not what it is.
No.
So, you know, it was really cool to just slow down and go back and study something completely different. Like I have like I messed around with some horticulture classes, but I didn't do like agronomy. Like I wasn't studying to cultivate.
Sure.
I thought I was done with plants, to be honest.
Right.
Back then, the licenses in Sac were going for $1 million.
It was wild, bro.
And I was like, whoa,
wild.
That's not happening.
No,
you know?
sir.
That's before your build out. That's before like the taxes start coming in.
Yeah,
That's before everything. That's just, here's $1 million for a permit.
Yeah.
And that was like 2017, dude.
Sure was. We were scrambling, bro.
Yeah. And so I just thought I thought that was it. And then when I graduated in 2020 and somehow some crazy ass story, I got my resume into the hands of the hiring manager at Connected.
No shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the hydro store I'd been going to for like 10 years, knew the guy.
Which one?
Who knew the guy?
Can you shout it out?
Constantly Growing in Placerville.
Okay.
Yeah, I was at Constantly Growing forever.
Yeah, it makes sense. You were out that way.
Yeah. So this guy knew a guy who knew the guy who owned the property that Connected to their outdoor on, and like,
okay, yeah,
dude, just some crazy, like really serendipitous. Like I was sitting there talking to the owner of Constantly Growing. He's like, oh yeah, that's him. And dude just drives by. And I like the guy that I needed to talk to. So I just walked over and was like, hey. He was like, yeah, here's my email. Send me your resume. And like, It was middle of COVID and they had nobody to hire. Like it was really hard finding people to hire.
Yeah.
So I stepped in, like I graduated in June and I started there in July. And
wow.
Yeah. So I was like,
the universe served you real quick.
Oh man, really fast. Yeah. And so actually Jordan from Blueprint was in my Connected interview. So that's how I met Jordan.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So we go back to Connected.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know you were connected. That's cool, man.
Just for a year.
Okay.
But I was at their R&D facility, and we did a lot of cool trials, man. Lighting trials, fertilizer trials, plant densities, light intensity. I mean, just everything we tweaked on.
Nice.
It was really, really cool, and I learned a lot. Like, Connected is a top-tier organization.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people, Jordan, all the Blueprint guys, those are all ex-Alien. They're all ex-Alien, ex-Connected. All love to Alien and Connected. Like,
mad love.
Really put a lot of people on, man.
Always repping them, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, I did that for a little bit.
Dope, bro.
And that was hella fun. Like, messing with some of the Alien Lab strains, like, having access
come on, man.
to, I mean, Atomic Apple and Xeno, and I got to grow them, and I was just geeked the whole time. It is.
Legend.
It is. That strain lineup, and they're still refining
nuts.
But it's such a fire menu.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And these plants are gorgeous.
I love how they,
Gelinade.
Bro. Come on.
That is my favorite plant to grow on this planet.
That's literally one of my favorite. Like the 2019 Gelinades, bro. The 1819 Gelinades, bro. Like that's really what got me back on like sativa hybrids.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah. That turned everybody
crazy.
on its head. Yep.
Crazy good, bro. Yeah. And I had just met Ted in like 2018, 19. We were like going to the same gym.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, ain't you Alien Labs, bro? What up, man? I'm da-da-da.
Yeah.
We got a little distro up in Nevada City. We just started and shit.
Yeah.
Became friendly, and this is when Atomic Apple just came out. This is when it was Cosmic Crisp, right?
Yeah.
And Xeno and the Alien Mints.
Yeah.
The Cushman's BX, whatever the fuck.
And then
so I'm with Ted when he got his jars. Like he's got his jars that he got from the spot. And we're testing them. Like I smoked it for the first time with him.
No.
In the gym parking lot. We used to get a workout in and we used to call it protein sticks. You know what I'm saying? Let's go roll up a protein stick real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I would bar up a joint. We'd blaze one in his BM. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Dude, Atomic Apple is making me salivate just talking about it, bro. It's such a different terp.
Those batches were crazy, bro. And it was a new terp. It was a new thing, man. It was so dope, bro.
And then Galactic Gas.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Man, that was one of my favorites.
Yo, Area 41 I still think is my favorite, bro.
You know what's crazy is I hear that all the time. I'll be like, yeah, Baklava Area 41, and they're like,
not
Baklava,
oh my God. Bro. Not Baklava. I burnt out Baklava real bad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Baklava, man. We had a good run.
That was a good one. Yeah.
But that Area 41, dog, fuck,
it's
bro.
so funny you say that. There's a couple people who are like, it's the absolute best. And I'm like,
Best of both worlds, bro.
It never did that for me, but I love growing it.
Oh, no shit.
It was one of those where I was like, I'll grow you all day, but I'm going to smoke.
It had just enough gas and just enough gelato to where I'm like, oh, this is just the fucking best of both worlds, bro. And it used to get me so stoned, man.
It's good stuff. It was good stuff. I mean, just being around
Shout out
that
to Ted,
lineup.
man.
Yeah, big.
I think that was the first bag you ever gifted me, dog. And that shit fucking it changed the game for me, man.
It's no joke, man. Like those, like having that lineup, like just, I mean, it was that biscotti.
Oh, come on, bro.
There's a couple biscottis that go around right now. I'll be honest. And there's a couple, but there's one that absolutely yanks and doesn't turn super purple. And then there's the connected biscotti.
Yeah.
That is absolutely just, man, it's kind of a pain in the ass to grow sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if you don't let her root in, she don't really like it.
Okay.
But once she's rooted in and off, man, it's dude. That's some. I have some,
love to hear it, man.
Sometimes I'll go back through my camera roll and I'll like watch a video and I'm like, God, biscotti,
God, I miss you, girl.
I do. I hella do. That and Atomic. I miss growing Atomic. That is just, man, such a great. That and Zeno. Zeno's, you know, it's Z. You know,
yeah,
so
bro.
it's
a proper batch of Zeno is fucking next level, bro. And the rosin's crazy,
dude. The raw. I'm not even a rosin person, but when I do, I buy Zeno. Like
For
that's
sure.
it. Yeah.
For
and then Bisconte
sure.
dropped.
Oh yeah, another game changer.
Whoa.
Another fucking game changer, man.
Bisconte was just. Yeah, I could go off all day.
From the marketing to the terp profile to
marketing just.
It's my favorite fucking shirt.
Run.
Shout out to Ted and Yellow Brick Group. That is still my favorite cannabis shirt, bro.
I was a fire drop, dude. Yeah.
Fucking had the billboard on J Street.
I know,
right? Like, come on, bro. People getting
just
married.
flexing.
Bro, there was a fucking wedding in front of that billboard, bro. Because they do weddings in that parking lot, apparently.
Do they?
Bro, there was that summer there was a fucking wedding reception with
God.
Visconti in the background, dog.
Dude. Now it's like City of Trees and stuff.
Yo, they always got the most
Always
lit
dope.
fucking
Always
billboard. Dope. Hell yeah.
But yeah, that is like being experiencing that menu and being able to grow those strains was just
That's
like,
cool, man.
was next level. But yeah, just being in that organization, like it's top tier.
Yeah.
There's a reason why so many people have spun off of Connected. It's an absolutely well run organization and the core group of people that started Connecting, the original growers that started Connected and the growers, the trimmers turned GMs, you know what I mean? Yeah. Those people will literally do anything for that company. And it is like you get brought into that. As soon as you come in the door, you're like, yo, we get down here. If something needs to happen, we do it. Yeah. And hell yeah. You it's honestly just unmatched. Because people say they work hard. Yeah. But like, I'm telling you right now, like there's a core group of Connected dudes that have been there for like 8 or 9 years. And
straight assassins.
And they've been killing it for that long. Like
that's dope, bro.
Yeah. The consistency just unmatched, to be honest.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Connected's I got a soft spot in my heart. I just posted a video last week. We did a demo there and just like, bro, I was a custody there for my first time going to a shop was right there, man. Fruit Ridge, man. Yeah. When it was collective efforts and like cookies just came in and those wild biscottis and the 41s and the guavas and the fucking dog. Come on, man. The guavas, dude. Shit was out of control, bro.
Forgot about the guava.
The gushers, the fucking
gushers,
the whole shit.
Stupid.
It was just the illest shit. And to see my product in there was just like, man, but fella got teary-eyed, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's humbling stuff.
It is very humbling, bro. Yeah. I was buying 5 years old. I was buying grams out of there. Thanks, bro.
Hey, that's
and now they're selling my apes, man. It's a fucking trip,
that's
dude.
Wild, man.
But it's just it's just a landmark in your journey that like, wow, man, I'm all right, man. I think I'm on the right fucking path.
It's a big step.
Here. Yeah, it is.
Big
it is.
step.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, definitely enjoy that one.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So now we're at 2017, 18. No, we're in legalization. We're at 19 now. So tell me about MTC. Did that come about yet? Your advisor company?
So
your cultivation advisory company? Did I jump too far ahead? Did something happen before that?
No. You're actually right on time.
Cool.
So 2020, I started working at Connected. Learned a ton. It was great. It was really weird growing somebody else's weed for me.
Yeah. No
so
doubt.
like it was just really tough, right? And so I knew I wanted to get into like having my own creative control, right? Because like somebody kind of tells you what to do, and like you can make your adjustments, but like I have things to follow, right? When I'm Connected. So I wanted to get some more of that creative control back, and so I left Connected about a year later. All love, everything cool there, and I started Modern Technique Consulting, right? Which is just it started out with me just consulting on grows and helping people troubleshoot through like, all right, you're going to drop your pot size or you're going to switch up your media. Like, okay, bring me in for a run or two, kind of like guide you through the process of how to do this without losing, right?
Sure.
You can't lose right now, right? The
Yeah.
margins have compressed too much. There's not a lot of profit in it. So like if you wax a whole run,
you out.
Right. So, but if you bring somebody in to kind of like a little bit of a handhold for a little bit of that,
sure,
it's worth it. Right.
Yeah.
So I started there, and then pretty quickly it developed into, I already have the grower side, and I'm always learning as a grower, but I'm pretty well established in my parameters and what I expect and how I cultivate. But running these mega facilities is something that like not a ton of people have that skill set.
Yeah.
And so I was exposed to that at Connected. And then all the other people that I've come in touch with, like through 215 days, and then even now with all these like huge facilities, like those growers, like being a consultant, I get to see so many different grows, so many different ways to cultivate, and so many different ways to run that facility. So I really started, like, I now say that I'm a professional cultivation operator.
Okay.
Or like I
like it.
I'm more of an operator that runs the facility.
Sure.
And you have to be a grower first.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Of course.
So basically I can come into facilities and optimize, and I don't mean just push yield. A lot of people are like, so you just push the yields up, right? That's what you do. And I'm like, no. I'm actually, I think I'm decently good at taking the room that has been designed, right? This goes back to 215 days, working with what you got. In a basement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We didn't have
Valuable
DPS panels, LEDs, rolling benches, Netafim drip. Like all that stuff's like bells and whistles to me that I didn't really need, but it's great now.
Yeah.
So I basically can come in, whatever that most of the time there's improvements that need to be made, but again, there's no margin right now, right? So I can come in, optimize, really bang some, good crops out of there, use the excess money to improve those rooms, right? And leave them in a better place, right? Because my goal is like anytime a contract ends with somebody, I want to see them in business 3-5 years, sell after federal legalization, whatever their goals are.
Sure.
Right? But like there's a lot of consultants, dude. There's a lot of people who have recipes and yada, yada, yada. But like there's very few people who like are as invested as I am, and still, like, a group called me last week for some help, and I was like, yep, let me get on that, because I really care about the longevity.
That's awesome,
right?
man.
Because you have to in this game.
You're one of us. That's the thing. That's the difference. You're like really from it. You know what I'm saying? You care.
And there's a line to walk, right? Like we have to be really up on these new cultivation techniques, but we also have to grow chronic. And a lot of those cultivation techniques aren't optimizing for quality; they're optimizing for quantity,
for yield. Yeah.
Right. And so I think I'm decently good at taking what the facility has to offer and optimizing for the time being, getting money out of that so that you can then improve and make your product better and be more sustainable, right, long term.
And do you have any type of, is it like, how do you charge for that? Is there like a set rate? Do you have a couple different tiers, or you just kind of like, all right, what needs to be done? I'll give you the number. I'll give you a personalized quote.
Usually it's a monthly, almost like a lawyer retainer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, something similar to that.
It's
and
awesome,
people can be like 3 or 6 months. I usually say at 3 months you're gonna be kind of iffy on me. At 6 months you're gonna love me, right?
Okay.
Because you're going through the growing pain.
Yeah.
Really though, because you gotta
help them unlearn shit.
The reason why I feel like I'm good at understanding what's going on and like not having to come in and throw $50,000 into a room before I start cultivating it is because I can come in and get a feel for the room, right? Yeah. Every room acts different. I don't care if you build 20 rooms identical.
Yeah.
They all act different.
It's a fact, bro. I don't grow, and I've learned that.
Different, Talk to anybody. Yeah. And so it's like, especially a lot of these facilities around here, they started with 2 rooms. Now they're at 4 rooms, and they're building another 2 rooms, right? They're going to be at 6, or they're going to be at 10, and they're all completely different lights, different irrigation. Yep. And so at 3 months, I'm getting my feel, and by that end of that second harvest, I'm usually hitting stride. Okay. And then that's when they can take the reins, and I'm like, hey, this
you guys are good. Now. Yeah, that's awesome.
So usually
man.
6 months.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Has that made a good living for you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
And it's cool.
It.
Like honestly, it's cheating.
Love to see it.
It's cheating, dude. Like it's so cheating. Like
Chico,
I get to learn.
Oh, it's cheating for you.
Cheating.
Yeah.
I get to learn and see so much new technology and try things out, LED lights, and I don't buy them.
Yeah.
Like
right.
I didn't drop 100 grand
Sure.
on lights, but I get to try them out.
Yeah.
I got my first double stack grow that I'm lucky enough to help out with. Shout out to Amplified Farms, who's been doing it with LEDs since like 2018.
No shit.
Yeah,
bro.
they've got double stacks now in the back that they're just trying out. I've never run double stacks, but now I'm on my second run with them. And between me and the head grower, we're like,
Locking in.
it's like week 3, and we're like, oh yeah,
Nice,
we got
bro.
this. And we got some help from Kevin at Delighted, double stack king. and
Delighted got the double stacks cracking off, bro.
Man, Kevin's been really helpful. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, what are like the do's and don'ts real quick? I'm not gonna pick your brain. You know, you took years and years to figure out doubles, but like
give me the basics.
give me the hey, you're not gonna torch this run, right? Because that's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
It's stressful being in my position because you can burn somebody's money.
Especially if you're an HPS guy and you're just like coaching people through
Of course
LEDs.
we've been HPS.
Of course,
It's been HPS forever.
Forever. Yeah, everybody was.
I love HPS, man. Like, man, I love HPS.
The fact that might not be a thing one day is crazy, bro.
It's crazy. I do like a few LED lights. I like the single bar lights because they're the single bar LEDs because they're similar to an HPS.
Okay.
You know, you put them up high, you turn them up and down as you need.
Yeah.
Where these multi bars like hang
Yeah,
this
dog.
close to the canopy, and I just
Freaks me out, man.
I don't care if I've got my par meter under there. I'm like, raise them up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it just
That's
it doesn't
trip,
compute
dude.
fully with me, but I'm really digging these Fluence lights, these Fluence multi bars on that double tier grow.
Nice, bro.
And that grow Amplified's been using them for, dude, I think they've been using Fluence since like 2017.
Wow.
Yeah, they're on the original like Sacramento rebate, the LED rebate they have. If you switch to LEDs, you get money back.
Oh, no shit.
They're like the pilot program for that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're badass. They're
Nice,
badass.
bro.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it first. If you need consultation, hit up my man Bobby Bagz. He got you covered.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break real quick. That was a good time.
That was dope.
If you like mob shirts and you're into mafia movies, especially the Sopranos series, you should tap into omwerta.com. That's OMWEARTA.com. Get all your mob movie swag, hats, stickers, gabagool, you name it, they got it. Omwerta.com. Promo code Good Pizza with 3 Z's. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tap in with your wallet if you want to support the show. Go to my Patreon. We got a couple different subscriptions available for as low as $5. You're going to get a whole lot of behind the scenes action. My crazy Uncle Kev, podcasts that were never dropped before, podcasts that you haven't seen before, and bloopers and behind the scenes. You could also win a free sit down with me and the guests at the podcast. So don't sleep. Tap into Patreon. I appreciate the support. See y'all back on the show.
No joke.
It's no joke, bro.
But you're doing it the right way.
And to sell, like, bro, I built this shit for a year before I dropped it.
Easily.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had 20 episodes of a podcast. Fucking
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know anything about what was going down until, you know, Jordan was like, yo, you know, JP, Good Pizza. And I was like, oh, word. Like, right on, you know, like the circle's not that big.
Yeah, right.
But you're doing it the right way, dude. It's going to take some time, but as long as it's good and it's always good,
I can't miss.
that's it.
Yeah, I know.
That's literally it.
know.
That's it, man.
And you know what, bro? Like I've been procuring menus since the fucking 90s, bro, and just that was always my formula. Just keep fire. Don't ever get caught without it.
Yeah.
Answer your fucking phone. Take care of your people.
Answer your phone.
Answer your fucking phone. It's a simple formula as a fucking
As
a guy in this profession.
Swear to God,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Answer your fucking phone.
Yep.
Know that they're gonna go somewhere else if you don't get it from you, and keep fire, man, and stand behind
And
your
if
shit,
you don't have
bro.
the fire, they'll go somebody else.
Yeah, exactly. So I've always been known for having fire, having multiple strains, and you know, just keeping a cool menu, and only selling what I smoke.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? If I could just keep that going.
Literally.
And yo, I'm so
As the QC.
yeah.
God.
Come on, man. Come on.
That's
Yeah, right. Doja, yeah, the QC.
Not saying that's it. Like it's not hard, but like
So I feel like Burner was the first major white labeler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't grow weed, built a fucking crazy brand.
Billion.
But then you had Doja come in as like, all right, boom, this is my QC. It's like a white label / I'm QC and everything, me and the gang. And you know, that was the thing. And then like, you know, me personally, I've always done that. You know what I'm saying? I literally do what Doja does my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, there's for sure room for more of us.
Oh,
and you know what I mean.
100%.
I got a different flavor on my shit, and and I was blessed to be with cultivators that they're behind. They stand behind that shit. Like, look, bro, I'm not putting this out if it's not smoking. We cool?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm putting your name on the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, so let's just not fuck this up. If it don't work, let's just bulk that out. You know, change the name, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is.
Exactly, it is what it is. But
no, congratulations.
Thanks,
it's
bro.
big. It's big, but there's a lot of work ahead of you.
It's a lot of work, bro. Oh, I'm ready for it, man. This is my life's work. So
Oh, yeah,
like, I don't even feel like I'm working when I'm doing this shit, bro. It's just what I do.
My girl says that all the time. I'm so happy on Monday mornings when I take off early.
I love Monday.
I'm like, I haven't seen the
used to
plants
hate
in 2
Monday.
days.
Yeah.
I can't wait. How they
Yeah.
looking? I want to make sure my girls are good.
Bro,
Like,
that's
I
how you
love
know.
Mondays.
That's how you know, man. That's how
Yeah.
you know you're in the right spot, man. You love Mondays. I used to fucking hate Mondays.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I have this thing I do on Instagram called Murder Your Monday. I try to get people fired up on Mondays. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I tell people, you know, what did I do to get myself fired up for Monday? And you know what I'm saying? I just need to be a little more consistent on the Murder Your Monday series. But yeah, man.
Consistent on IG is tough.
It is tough. It's a fucking job, man. It's a goddamn job.
Dude.
But yeah, man, just being, bro, being in Sacramento, period. Like, bro, like I know I picked it out of a hat, but god damn,
You
did I
did
pick
a
the right city.
damn good job.
Talk about Sacramento for a second and just the insane amount of crazy legend cultivators we
So
have out
like,
here.
I mean, so it goes back to 215 days. Like, we didn't even stop at the clubs in Sacramento because we were like, we don't want to deal with this. There are so many cultivators in Sacramento that we would rather hustle our asses down to San Diego and LA
Yeah, bro.
and do it that way because
Right
it was
on.
just like the buyers up here were so spoiled.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was consignment. They beat you up on the price because
Yeah.
the next guy was definitely taking it.
Yup,
And like
yup.
you got, Chico Redding, you got Mendo Humboldt, you got, Grass Valley, Nevada City.
Oh, yeah.
Ridge, you've got El Dorado County that definitely didn't slack. And then you've got Calaveras over here,
Yeah.
Like Sacramento was literally a hub. And so we
was.
used to just skip it. We were like, nope. So like it's been this way for a decade plus, more than a decade, Well, that would only put it, 2013? Yeah.
And there's
15
real
years.
smokers here too. That's gonna tell you about
And
your
the
weed.
smoke culture here
fucking
is like,
great.
don't put out the booth or you do not survive.
Straight up,
But
bro.
I was telling somebody the other day, like comparing it to somebody who's not in cannabis, and I was like, look, if you want to make it on Broadway, you go to New York.
Yeah,
If you want to make it in Hollywood in the movies, you go to LA. Like if you want to make it in cultivation and you want to be somebody in cultivation, you really come to Sacramento.
Let's fucking go.
Because like,
hell yeah, shout out to Sacramento, man.
I said it earlier.
Fuck
Jordan
yeah.
from Blueprint was in my Connected interview.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Then you got Alien Labs there. I met, David Pauly from Preferred Gardens. We just started talking on Instagram. A week later, I was out at his farm.
Yep.
Hanging out. And now, like, I hit him up in case I'm ever in a pinch. Like, hey.
Yeah.
That's Big Brother right there.
Hell yeah,
and
man.
I can see him rolling around the South Side Green Zone. Like
Yeah. Facts, bro.
everybody's right here. We got Cam. We've already talked Alien and connected a bunch.
Cam, don't forget the ladies, man. The ladies out there
Cam,
killing it.
You want to talk about a well-run organization, man. On top of that, you got Lumpies that have been doing it forever. I just started getting cool with Jason from Lumpies, the head grower there. World class. Absolutely world class. Does all their work in-house, DPS panels, plumbing,
No shit.
electrical, HVAC, all in-house, man. And it's just like Sacramento as a whole is just everywhere. And like I'm leaving so many people out right now. I'm blanking super hard. But like
Green Dog.
Oh man, sorry, Green Dog.
We have,
Yeah,
Cadre
dude.
Verde.
Yeah. I mean, I can
You know
go
what I'm
to
saying?
the Blueprint
530.
Suite and Drew from Green Dog's
Yeah,
hanging
the whole
out.
TJT.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
whole thing.
The whole building on
the
fire.
whole building is just yeah.
Well, last weekend literally on fire, but
Yeah, last weekend
but
was literally on fire.
So much fire is
That
pumped
room
out
was
of there.
slapping too.
Bro, that weed's worldwide, bro. Like
know.
that's what goes in
I know.
Doja bags. You
I
feel
know.
me? Like
I know.
TJT shit. Come on, man.
TJT's hands down.
Worldwide, baby.
So it's just like it's just one of those areas, and I just feel super super lucky to be in this community. Like I just feel lucky that I grew up close to here and I ended
Yeah.
up here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just feel very lucky, and it's no joke,
Same,
man.
bro.
It's no joke. It's. I'm not saying there's not good cultivators everywhere in NorCal, SoCal, like elsewhere too, out of the state.
Of course,
but
man.
like you want to talk about like the per capita
Highly
absolute
condensed per
crushers
capita.
that are in this place. Like Sacramento really isn't a big
Fucking
city.
real. No, it's not.
Like
All
like
things considered, it's not.
it's really not. And so like,
Yeah, the amount of fucking fire-ass growers here is unreal, dog.
You know, and like to that point, like not to be this guy, but like just because you're in Sacramento doesn't mean you grow the bomb, you know, too.
That too.
That's a real thing. But like most growers in Sacramento, people hole in the walls with 120 lights cranking.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a fact, bro.
So there's a lot of people
That's
that are either coming up or they're bulkers for huge brands, but they just don't talk about it. You know, you just drive by the building, you're like, yeah, that looks like a grow. You don't know what's going on. Mango is around the corner.
Mango. Welcome to the
Mango's
neighborhood,
right
Mango.
there. You know, he's planting soon, hopefully.
We'll have to get you on the show, pal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but like
man.
he's right there. You know, you can go catch a sandwich and go fucking hang out with Mango. Like he's right there. You know, it's just a crazy place. And like you go to Indoor Sun Hydro in South Sac, and like you don't know who you're gonna run into. You can run into anybody there. Like I met Sergio of like Cultivated Genetics and now Compound Genetics. Like we talked on Instagram a few times, and then like 2020, I roll into Indoor Sun Hydro, and there he is, head to toe in like cultivated garb, and I'm like, "Are you Sergio?" And like, dude, Sergio's is such a good friend of mine now. You know,
That's
like
nice, bro.
It's just crazy. It's such a cool place, and I'm sure there's other little areas,
really
but like
is.
Sacramento culture is so deep, and like, man, like. To that point, like if you cross the local Sacramentians or whatever we call them,
Yeah, I don't know
man,
how to say that.
Neither do I.
Tried.
Sacramentites, maybe.
Yeah.
If you cross them, if you start putting bullshit in those bags, they call you
They're gonna
out.
flame you, bro.
My God.
See you
like,
later.
don't even try it, man. Like, don't even try to
Don't
just
fuck
be like,
around in Sacramento, y'all.
don't do
You will
it,
get
man.
flamed, I promise
and
you.
like that will lead to the entire cannabis community
Yeah, it
just
will.
eating
It will.
you alive.
For
So,
real. And
don't cross them.
Yeah, the community here is so dope, man. Shout out to
hella
the
cool.
cannabis community, especially in Sacramento, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
For
There's
sure.
haters everywhere, but like just the
Yeah.
density of,
In proximity of.
and we're all like hanging out in the same little area.
yep.
You know,
Hell
so
yeah.
it's pretty cool, man. I feel very lucky. to have
That's
ended
dope,
up
bro.
here. Yeah.
What do you got in the works, bro? What's next with Bobby Bagz? What's the next 5-10 years look like?
Man, next 5-10 years is really positioning myself, one, to get back into my own facility, or like somebody, like my own facility partnered with somebody, right, that where I'm calling most of the shots on, and it's my weed, because right now it's still like not all of it feels like my weed, you know?
Right,
I'm
right,
just
right.
consulting, I'm helping, I'm advising, you know, but at the end of the day it's not 100% mine. So getting back to having something that's 100% mine is really on that, like, that's probably like 2-year goal.
Okay.
And then past
Nice.
that, it's really positioning for federal legalization. Like, what does that look like? I have no clue, because Prop 64 came in and just blew shit sky high.
Mm-hmm.
So figuring out how to go about that is really the tricky part right now.
Yeah.
But really just positioning myself to be able to do this long term. I don't want to get caught one way or the other.
Oh, for sure.
I want to be able to sustain this. And if
Absolutely,
I
man.
don't, if I'm not a facility advisor forever, cool, right on. If I just grow my own forever, whatever, cool, you know.
Listen.
But I just got to be a part of the industry. I got to be a part of the community. So really, it's like one of my goals in 2023, which you should always write down your goals. Always write down your goals.
Always, bro.
3-year, 5-year, 10-year, but definitely your 1
You
year
talking
goal.
that shit, bro.
Like, seriously.
Come on now.
So one of my goals on there is like only taking on opportunities that further my future goals.
Yeah.
Right? No taking short-term stuff. Short-term stuff is just killing your time. We have no time, right?
You're a long-term thinker, a forward thinker. You see, that's called
just have
eagle
to.
vision. Eagle vision. Most
like
people got pigeon vision. You know what I'm saying? They
pigeon.
on the ground with it.
I'll take
You know
that.
what I'm
I'll
saying?
take eagle vision,
bro.
And
Yeah.
I honestly, like, to anybody coming up in this game and trying to catch a wave or find their own little niche or whatever, I would just advise you to be financially savvy with the money that you make, because cannabis money comes and goes.
Oh, yeah.
In
Big
waves, right? Like, I've had absolute killer years. 2017 was a banger year for me.
Yeah.
2018 was not. It was
Yeah.
not, bro. 2013, rated. Not a good
time.
year.
Not a good year, yeah.
Year before that, more money than I had ever seen,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, just know that, like,
I feel that,
if you
bro.
don't keep your money close to your chest, at least in like good, healthy investments, or definitely not like throwing it all in the stock market just because your buddy did it. Like, just just be cautious with your money, because you can have all these great ideas, but if you have to partner with somebody to execute these ideas, you're gonna lose a piece of that. Like that was your creativity.
Yeah.
Like you want to keep that. That's yours.
Oh yeah.
You know, team up with your buddies who got the same vision, but like bringing in a money guy is never a good option.
Bro.
It's not. I think that has backfired pretty handily in the cannabis community, right? And partnerships as a whole in cannabis historically don't really work out.
Yeah.
When the money was good in 2015, it still didn't work out. So now that the money's not so good, it's a little harder.
It's very cutthroat out there.
So just all the kids coming up, like I'm excited for these new upcoming cultivators. Like it's really cool that's something I get to do with teaching the classes, right? Like for San Francisco City College and Oaksterdam is like all these kids are bright-eyed, bushy tails, and the cannabis industry hasn't kicked them in the mouth yet.
Yeah.
And they're just like, this is gonna be great. And I'm like, it energizes me. I mean, for real. Yeah, it energizes me because I'm like, wow, these guys are just like, these guys are gonna come take my throne.
Hungry youngsters, bro. You need hungry youngsters. You need new blood in the game always, bro.
You do. And
because they think different than we do, bro.
Totally.
The new generation think different in a good way. Some way that we would view bad because we don't understand it, but we're not supposed to understand. It's not our fucking generation.
I agree.
Do they understand our generation? Come on, bro.
No, not 100%. I don't understand.
So I try not to be that annoying ass old head that's just like, nah, I don't fuck with that. I only listen to Wu-Tang and Nas, golden era shit. Like I was that guy for like a year, and I was like, yo, you're corny, bro. Yeah. Let the youngsters do their thing, man.
Yeah.
If they want to wear tight jeans, let them wear tight jeans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
That's whatever.
Yeah,
now I wear tight jeans. Now I wear tighter jeans. You feel me? I had to clean my shit up. Yeah. You feel me?
But you know, it's really, really nice to be able to like be a part of like helping the next generation of cultivators like find who they are, right? And and man, you can make cultivation as complicated as you want, or you can keep it simple and be consistent, which is kind of what I preach, right?
Sure.
And so a lot of these kids will come in with all these questions about crop steering and all these like very
buzzwords
fancy
and shit.
Buzzwords.
Right?
I was gonna say, fancy words. Buzzword is the correct term.
So.
All these buzzwords and this new tech, and I'm like, yeah, that works. Or you could just keep it simple.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
exactly.
And it's. I'm not saying that like one way is better than the other, but less complicated is most likely the best way to go about it. But anyway, these kids just got a ton of energy. They have a ton of ideas, and anybody coming up, like, you can catch a cannabis wave that'll last 3-6 months, year, 2 years, okay?
Yeah.
But it'll probably end.
Yeah,
it'll probably end because this industry is completely unsettled. It is volatile, and we haven't even flipped federal yet. So like,
that's gonna be a whole nother shitstorm.
Hold your
we're gonna have
ducks,
to figure out.
Man. Just.
Bro, ask all the trappers in 2020, 2021. Everybody was a hustler. Now, me and my homies just talking. We're like, man, a lot of them dudes is falling off, bro. Shit's starting to get better again.
Yeah, don't buy the G-Wagon too early.
No, don't buy the G-Wagon too early.
Dude, don't. I push a Camry.
As you should.
I got a truck for like my.
It's still fly. You get good gas mileage.
Dude, I get good gas mileage, and nobody knows it's me.
And it's safe for the motherfucker. Yep. Nobody knows. Nobody's looking at no fucking Camry.
Nope.
As long as you don't put like limo tints and throw rims on it, you good,
Not
bro.
a single tint, dude.
The
rims kind of match, but
keep them clean,
the hubcaps.
They ain't 20s, but I keep them clean though. You know what I'm saying?
But it's I see people catch a wave and they think they've blown up, and I'm like, just calm down. Don't be in music, it's a one-hit wonder. Yeah. Don't be a one-hit wonder. Be around for a long time.
Exactly.
Because that's sustainability long term is something everybody's chasing in cannabis.
Of course, man.
Even the established brands in California. That's what they're chasing. They're still not there.
Absolutely.
They can lose that in a month or two.
Yep.
So just there's my word of advice, my old head preach, I guess.
That's great, bro. No, that's jewels, bro. That's jewels.
Just be careful.
Speaking of preaching, man, tell me about the events I see you putting on where you're speaking and tell me a little bit about those events, what it entails, and like what's the mission and goal with that.
So Sergio of now Compound Genetics, right, was Cultivated. He had the idea, God, I want to say like a year and a half ago, more than that. He came up to me and was like, hey, I want to do a Cultivators Connect. Like, I want to create a meetup once a month where the cultivators come up. We have somebody talk about something important in cultivation, whether it's like using predatory mites for, IPM or lighting or just anything, or like we had the Andon guys, the D-Hum guys out, right? That was really,
cool,
I learned so much on that one.
Nice,
So
bro.
we pull up to Big Sexy Brewing here in Southside,
Okay.
right? They're cool. And come out and we have, it's once a month right now. We haven't done it because November, December are just one holidays. Two, the cannabis events are every weekend in November. You know, you got Emerald Cup.
Yeah,
you got,
that's a fact.
Gosh, there was another one.
Ego Clash.
Ego Clash. You got, there's another one. Gosh, what was, Hall of Flowers was like, early October. November or October.
Yep.
So it threw off everything, and then holidays, I think people are still recovering. So it'll get back into the swing of things soon. But
yeah, I'll come support for sure, bro.
Dude, you just come out, drink a beer or two. You know, you can, there's areas to go smoke that's not on premises. Like we're real. We got to be really.
You have to respect because they could really lose their license.
They could, and they're cool about it, and they've told us before, like, hey, tone it down. But we got food there, beer. Somebody's talking about cultivation. That you just go hang out, and it's all cultivators. It's all people. We'll have every place show up. Everybody in this, and it's right there in the green zone. We usually start about 4:00. Most people get off work about 4:00.
I think I've been there, bro.
Big Sexy.
Does it got like 2 food trucks outside? It's got
Always.
kind of like open doors and shit. Yeah, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Met some growers there.
Yeah. Oh, it's because it's literally surrounded.
For
by
sure.
like, I don't know, 40,000 lights. I couldn't even tell you how many lights are in that. Like,
no bullshit, bro. That's
but
fucking cool, man.
Yeah, so it's cool. That's where like I'm starting to do a lot more public speaking. Which
good
is
for
really
you,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
the industry needs that. It is tough. Fuck yeah.
And you don't always know if people want to hear what you got to say, but
you're
just gonna say it.
Well, here's the thing, man. Not everybody's gonna like what you say, and the ones that were supposed to be there to catch the jewel, they're there for a reason.
I'll tell you what. Half people are inside listening, and half people are out like chilling, doing whatever they want, eating, right, having a great time. People on the inside are the ones really there.
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm always paying attention to who's sitting inside.
You can tell they're looking up, looking down at their notes. They're taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
100%. So yeah, those are cool. Hopefully we get those going again soon. That's Sergio's like baby, so I won't.
Look, if you were there for one person. Sorry, I don't have to cut you.
No,
bro.
yeah, you're good.
If you were there for one person, you did your job, bro.
I agree.
I used to say when I do public speaking, I'm like, look, man, I know half of y'all love to hear what I'm saying. Half of y'all can't wait for me to shut the fuck up. But I know one of y'all, I'm gonna change your life. And that's what I'm here for.
That's
you
cool.
know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
And just keep that mindset and, fuck all the rest, man.
You have to have that mindset.
Yeah,
or else it
bro.
could just get to you.
Come on
it's
now.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's their own worst enemy,
Yeah.
And then you got imposter syndrome, which runs rampant in cannabis.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't have a guide. There's no like blueprint to follow. Right? We're just like
we're just winging it.
Hey, we just legalized.
That worked. Let's do it again. Yeah, bro.
So it's a lot of fun, man. I'm hoping we get started back up because I got a bunch of people ready to bring on as guests.
Let me know, bro. I'll help promote it.
Oh,
yeah,
I will.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
I'll throw it on the podcast.
We were getting like, that would really help.
let me know.
We were starting to get like 150, 200 people. Like on a Wednesday night.
Damn, bro.
I know. Yeah, like it was getting packed. Where like
easy.
You could show up at 6:00 and not find parking. You'd be parked with all
the.
Lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ass lot. Yeah, it was pretty cool, dude.
That's tight, bro.
Yeah, so we got to get it going.
You,
Summertime, it's a really good, easy. Winter, man, it's a little harder, especially with this freaking weather.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
I'm loving this weather, but damn.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah,
it's good, man.
Good
That's awesome, bro. I love it. I love where you're going with the company, man. At this point, we're going to hop into some questions. I'm sure my guests are going to want to know about you. It's nothing crazy. We'll keep it fun, keep it cool. Don't trip.
All right.
You know all the answers, and there's no right or wrong answer.
I?
You do. You got all the answers, bro. But first, a word from our sponsors. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. I really appreciate that, man. Spread the good word, the good gospel, good pizza. If you want some merch, rolling papers, we got lighters about to drop, hoodies, beanies, the whole shit. www.goodpizzawith3z's.com. And don't forget, if you want to subscribe to the Patreon, help your boy out, keep this show on the road, subscribe to my Patreon. We got memberships as low as $5 hollers. Do the right thing, support your boy, and back to the show. So anyway, I'm trying to master those
that was good.
mid fucking podcast commercials.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
You're
good. Nah, that was solid.
Thank you. So what should the industry know that you know? Or could you maybe debunk some cannabis myths or bullshit you see out there?
Just from a cultivation standpoint, there's so much new tech. There's so much like, this is how you grow weed. And like people try to give you a schedule or a recipe or something. And like, one, consistency wins out in any kind of cultivation. You can have an environment that's really tough to grow in, but if you're consistent with it and you're consistent in your irrigations matching that environment, I guarantee you'll come out with a good product, right? Consistency, work with what you were given, not, we build these grow rooms to be perfect now. They're still not perfect.
Right.
So like, just work with what you got and like, I think from a cultivator standpoint, it's very important right now to like walk the line between like new technology, call it crop steering, sensors, LEDs, whatever. Okay. New technology, the old school ways of cultivating, right? The traditional ways of cultivating.
Sure.
And then also what the market wants. So like
that's a big one.
I have a cultivation triangle that I teach in these classes. And at the top is the new tech, bottom right is traditional knowledge, right? What we learned from just the old heads and doing it and failing and getting it right.
Yep.
That, and then what the market wants. Because like a lot of the new tech doesn't optimize what the market wants. It optimizes for yield and like plant efficiencies.
Yeah.
Like the big strawberries that come into Safeway, those are optimized. Yeah. But the best strawberries come from the little stand down the road.
100%.
That knows how to grow a real tasty, good strawberry. There you go. Tomatoes are the same, right? Anything. Yeah. So just walk that line between like the new stuff coming out, being on Instagram, seeing this guy doing something, understanding like traditional ways of cultivation, really like learning the plant, looking at the plant, seeing it develop, like training your eye rather than like new technology has you watching sensors all day.
Yeah.
Like I feel very lucky that I learned to watch the plant before I got sensors.
Yeah,
a lot of people came in, there's sensors, and they're like, okay, the plant looks okay. But like, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I use the sensors as kind of like a benchmark, but I'm watching the plants.
Yep.
And so that kind of like, as long as you can keep those two in balance, and then the third one is the market, right? We want purple right now. Sorry, I don't want purple. Everybody wants purple right now. Everybody wants candy gas. So guess what?
Bro.
If you grow a bunch of green stuff and you pull 4 pounds of light, you may have to take 800.
Mm-hmm. You might.
But if you grow like 2.5 of some flame that people love, those prices are going up.
Yeah.
AAA is going through the roof right now. And there's very few people who can do it. Yeah. Very few people who can do it consistently.
Consistently,
right? Yep. So just keep that in mind, right? New tech, traditional knowledge, and then what the market wants.
I love that, bro.
If you can like walk that middle line, you're going to have a good product and you're going to stay in business.
That's some good ass advice, bro.
I try, dude. It's just, it literally is just what I see.
Yeah.
This isn't anything that crazy. This is just what I see.
Usually some of the best advice is the most basic advice. You know what I mean?
So
like,
funny.
Like, treat people how you want to be treated kind of deal. One of those. Like, it's timeless advice, makes sense, and guess what? It fucking works.
Yeah.
I
did a public speaking cannabis thing with a couple hitters of the industry. Like, people who like are really known for like bringing crop steering into cannabis, Ramsey and Josh, and just absolute brilliant guys. And I was up there with them, and I'm like, imposter syndrome's raging.
Oh,
I
hate that shit, bro.
Woo! But I talked about back to basics because I was like, this is what I preach. They're like on this whole other tip, like shout out to them. They're killing it.
Yeah.
But like I came in back to basics and I spoke before them at this conference, and lucky for me, like a couple people after it came up to me, and then people who saw it on Instagram and stuff were like, hey, I needed to hear, the little things. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you can get really caught up in all this complex, what we're doing, like substrate, sizing, plant density, light density. You can get really caught up in this, but like, what's the plant doing?
Yeah.
Just back to basics. So it's funny, the
Dude,
best.
That's the most effective, bro.
I swear.
And you probably brought a couple people back down to like, down here with you because you get lost in all the new stuff,
Yeah, even I do.
Yeah.
Even I do, but I keep a journal, and that helps me kind of flush out the like, okay, dude, you're being a little like, stop being so hard on yourself, and what's the bigger picture, right?
Yeah.
80-20 rule, right?
Yeah.
You can spend, 20% of your time on something, and it'll give you like 80% of the finished product, right? But you can flip that, and you can spend 80% of the time, the other 80% of the time, on trying to get it perfect, that extra 20%, or you can just look at it as a whole and really optimize and really just keep it simple and just move on with it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, the more dialed you are with cannabis plant, the better it is. I'm not saying like leave the last 20% off. I'm not saying slack, but like if you're overwhelmed and you got a lot going, you got 700 lights, do not be looking at the tester row and row 7 of 15 in room 2. Like if it is not acting right, do what you can, but move on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's 700 lights.
Yeah, that's a good fucking.
Let's do. How many pounds is that a year?
That's what.
Come
700
on.
lights times 4 times 2
times
to
5
3.
times
3 to 5. You know,
oh yeah,
if you're a hitter. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot of weed, bro.
So keep it moving.
It's a lot of pizza.
Keep it. A lot of pizza. Bro.
That's a lot of pizza.
Good pizza.
You feel me?
Yeah. But anyway, that's my little spiel for it. Just keep
it's good, bro. That's good. We'll stay kind of in the same ballpark. What are your check marks for quality cannabis? What are your check boxes? What do you look for in quality cannabis? Whether that be consuming, smoking, or
obviously the
growing.
smoke is finally, is really coming around, which is hella cool, right? It's another box to check.
Yeah,
right? We've got
How's
nose
it smoking.
Yeah, we've got nose. We've had nose. We've had bag appeal. Structure is big. Right? You can't just have these weird spindly, foxtails. Right? Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
And smoke has really come in, and I think it's making a lot of cultivators question some practices they're doing, and it's benefiting the consumer, which is great.
Big time.
So my big thing is visually, how's it looking on the plant, how the rest of the plant is moving, right? Like
that's usually the answer I get from growers.
It's just it's a connection to the plant, and I can kind of tell that it's gonna smoke well or not, right?
That's
like
dope.
Dry process, cure, things can go wrong in 5
as long
minutes.
as the tail end of it, like assuming the dry and the cure process,
but there's
like up nice.
There's a room in week 7 right now, coming into week 8 that I have on my head, and it's a lot of sherbet, and I was in it yesterday, and I spent like 25 minutes in there, just like, man,
just meditating with the plants.
This is exactly what people want right now, right?
Okay.
It's just sherbet. It's been around for 6
wait.
years. But
bro,
like
you bust out a nice batch of sherbet, people go crazy.
But it's still, so I really, there's something at like between week 5 and 7, I'm like, okay, good.
Okay.
Day 35, call it.
Okay.
Day 35 to like 49, that's like, you can really lose your quality right then, and you can really, really put on the quality then.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are
that's
like
dope.
because people get really caught up in the beginning and the end, but I'm telling you, like, you lose that shit in the middle.
Yeah, you can. You certainly can. Mm-hmm. Any weird skills that you have? I like cheat codes, man. What you got for us?
Shit. My girl would laugh if I didn't say that, or would make fun of me if I didn't say this. So I worked retail for a while, right? High school, and then like while I was like my first round of college, I worked at Zoomies, right?
Okay.
And dude, I have a mean laundry folding game.
Oh, is that right?
I'm
no
like,
shit. I didn't know where you was going. I'm like, damn, Zoomies, back to Zoomies, huh?
Yeah, it's
without
like,
the little machine.
No. This is hand like,
thing?
and it's funny because like our son, he's
break it down. How you do it? You start face down.
If I had a short, I should have brought a short sleeve, man. The long sleeves are tough. I'm not a pro.
It's all good. No, you know what? We'll put that on the Patreon, bro. We're gonna pay for that. We gotta pay for it.
The Zoomies, man. But it's a big deal on like presentation in retail. Huge deal.
That's a fact.
So like we'd have to build out these big, LRG was huge when I was.
Oh yeah.
When I was like at Zoomies. So yeah, my shirt game is super fire, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like my fold, I can see all the logos. I have this open area in my closet where all my t-shirts are that are folded, and I can see all the logos, and I can know which exact shirt I'm pulling, at all times. Like I'm kind of a tweak on that sense.
No, that's cool.
It's funny because now that I fold, my son's clothes, and he's like 15 months, but he's a big kid, dude. He's already in like 3 T's, pushing 4 T's.
Hello.
He's a big kid. And so my girl will fold his clothes. She does a great job, right? She's got the touch. But I'll come in and like everything is just hella crisp, and they don't match up, right? We'll put them in his drawer, and mine are all like folded this big, and hers are all nice and long, and like you can tell what it is, and mine are like little sandwiches, like what I mean? Because they're just little clothes,
Yeah.
But it's funny because that's my weird skill, dude.
And so he's a good dad, by the way. He's folding his kids' clothes, man.
Man, I'll tell you what.
That as a dad of 3.
Oh,
peep that.
My gosh, man, how do you fold 3 kids' clothes?
I don't. My wife, does
Yeah,
that
she's
shit,
amazing.
bro.
She's amazing. Yeah, mine's amazing.
Folded
too.
a couple, they get
Yeah.
refolded.
Yeah. Or I have to
Try to help out.
He loves to like come up when I'm folding them now and just rip them off the couch when I'm folding them. I'm like, whatever, dude. You could take 3 or 4 and go run.
Yeah,
and
man.
then I'll do
My
the
son
rest.
does that too, dog. Trying to fold you. Yeah, you just give him a couple articles.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Here, fold those up.
All right. Yeah. You go do this. But yeah, so I kind of have a mean folding.
That's cool. That's an interesting, weird skill to have.
It's hella weird.
I like it.
Yeah.
How do you consume cannabis? What's your twist, bro?
I have a 8-year-old dirty bubbler at home.
Oh, okay. The dirty bubbler. Nice.
And if it passes the dirty bubbler test,
okay,
it goes into a joint, and I test the joint.
Okay,
but if you can get
barrier.
that flavor out of it, I've just been smoking.
Get a flavor out of a dirty bubble. I see where you're going. We talking dirty water as well, or just dirty pipe?
No. Just like I say, dirty that like
the water out, or what?
Dude, there's a whole different level of smoking now, and I just don't think I meet those requirements, so I have to call it dirty because everything's so pristine now.
I'll go
a couple weeks,
I
but
get
like
what you're saying.
I'll go like 2 weeks, change the water, but like I only really smoke at night. The only thing I smoke during the day is like CBD flower. I like CBD flower during the day. So I really only smoke at night.
That's cool.
And so it's not a ton going through it, but I did, I've got the tips now, the glass tips. So I'm trying, I'm trying.
Come on, man. We got you, bro.
I'm trying.
We got you. Keep swinging, man.
But yeah, that's how I have to QC everything. I just want to make sure it's all to the standard. And then if I think something's absolutely great, I'll pull it off I'll go take it to the BP guys and they can smoke it on their smoke breaks,
Shout out to Blueprint.
Yeah,
Real
Blueprint
smokers,
guys.
man.
Yeah, man. I gave them some rainbow belts a couple weeks ago and I was like, hey, like this wasn't an ideal run, but it came out good. I'm kind of juiced on it. Like rainbow belts is kind of finicky. Like, let me know what you think. And I like literally like they were outside doing their thing and I come around, like walk out of the facility and all I hear is, it's mids, bro. And I was like, no. Like, I was just like.
Hey, man, Sacramento will let you know.
I know. And I was like, okay, it's mids.
We'll let you know,
it's mids, But then they were like, that was like one of the better rainbow belts we've had. And I was like, well, tell me that first, fool. Like, damn.
Yeah, right. You just fucking murdered me.
That room was not ideal. Irrigations were off. We had hella issues. I mean, like, crazy temperature swings, crazy humidity swings. And it still came out hella pretty nice. Yeah, but it didn't pass there. But yeah, so I handed off to like a QC, and then I always keep Blueprint, Green Dog, Preferred. I always keep some of that around to be able to like compare.
Right.
Because that stuff smokes good on such another level that it's good to like smoke what I got going on and then come in and be like, all right.
See what else is going on. Yeah.
You just have to. You have to be honest with yourself.
Hey, man.
You really have to be honest with yourself.
And keep the ego out. Just get better. You know what I'm saying?
God, get better.
Just get better,
that's
bro.
The name of the game.
What's your smoking weed or weed cannabis pet peeve? What can you not stand? What grinds your gears? This could be growing too. No right or wrong answer.
Oh, what grinds my gears? Oh man, if it's growing, it's funny because I feel like that list is hella long and I can't think of anything right now. But
could be smoking.
Smoking, I don't know. There's a lot of etiquette now that I don't feel like I'm like kind of up in, and that
could be it.
That doesn't grind my gears, but I'm like, damn, dude. Sometimes I just roll into the garage, hit a quick rip, and go back in the house and like calm down because my kid's like on one.
Yeah, bro.
Like I just need to like take it down a notch. And, like I feel like it's not the snobby. I'm not gonna say it's snobby. That's the wrong word. I really love how it's progressing, just like cultivation's progressing. Right?
Yeah,
smoking is progressing. It's got to. But man, sometimes I'm like, dude, I kind of just love my bubbler.
Yeah,
like a nice little flat bottom. It's nothing crazy. It's got a little tiny bowl.
Thing.
Yeah,
whatever your thing is, there's nothing wrong with your thing.
So yeah, I guess that cultivation, man.
No, you don't have to give me one.
No, I'll give you cultivation. People who tinker too much, like stop. Like it's good to tinker and keep trying things. Like
okay, see what you're saying.
Yeah, because it's like especially the old school like legacy growers, they're just so used to tinkering forever on anything. They'll figure something out and be like, okay, I'm gonna try this now, and I'm like,
well, hold on.
We'll try that at home. Yeah. Like you figured it out in this room. Like keep doing it, and improve that process.
Yeah.
So the constant tinkering kind of bugs me, but I've been there, so I can't be too mad at it, right? So, but not too bad.
Okay.
I won't.
Fucks with it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: if you had a weed superpower, what would it be? No right or wrong answer. And it could be a growing power.
Man, honestly, just give me a perfect environment in every room.
That's good. That's a new one.
That's it.
I
Just
like
a
it.
perfect environment. Just that's it. Because if your environment's on point, your irrigations can fire like they need to. You know, environment dictates everything. You can have the best strain in the world. Everybody wants it. Call it whatever, and call it Triple Indy or Chef or whatever's really runts, whatever it is right now. Like, if your environment's not on point, it's gonna be garbage.
Yep.
It's just how it is. So I would love to walk into every room and just know it's already perfect.
That's a good one.
That'd be great.
Because then you could do what the fuck you do.
Then it frees me up to just like.
And Bobby Bagz gets busy.
Yeah.
That's
But then
what's up,
everybody could do it. So I don't know.
Right. Right. No, it's your wish. These are your rooms. Fuck everybody else. It's your rooms, dog.
Okay. So all the rooms are perfect. Let's do that.
I like it. Now we're going to go into your top 3 strains. Now, hold on. One's old school. One's desert island. You're stuck on an island. You're never coming home. And one is something new you fucking with.
Okay.
What you got, Bobby Bagz?
Old school, I got to go with the OG. The Miyagi Iron Man OG.
Ooh, Iron Man or Miyagi?
They're close cousins. But like Miyagi OG is like that really taught me how to cultivate from that aspect, and I just have such a connection to that flower. Like that is like I love that plant.
I like it.
I love that plant. It's funny because I tried to get it back. We have it back.
You have it back?
Oh,
you
yeah,
have a real OG?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go, dog.
The
what are we
problem
doing?
is like it doesn't like light. It's it's like an old school strain. So you put it under like intense lighting, like all these facilities, and it's like pissed the whole time.
Oh no.
And so like you almost gotta like baby it, like put it at like 400 or 500 par, like chilling. Like everybody's rocking between like 800 and 1200, and like it needs to be at like 500 max.
What the fuck?
I know.
So this is like your
Old
garage.
school.
You gotta put this back.
You gotta put this in your garage under those triple XL hoods, the Raptor hoods that are this big.
Fuck, bro.
That definitely didn't help us grow. So that's my old school.
Okay. Desert Island is all you got, and you can double up on your answers.
Here's some information.
Oh, shut up, girl. Fucking Siri over here tripping.
Siri.
I didn't ask her nothing.
I gotta put it's a toss up between like Gelinade and Atomic Apple, to be honest with you. I love those two.
Those are new answers for the Desert Island.
Yeah.
Usually OG and Skittles.
Skittles is great. I love Skittles. It's so tasty, but like I kid you, every time I say the name Atomic Apple, I start to like salivate a little.
So what's it gonna be, boss? You don't get no wishes here, pal.
Yeah,
but watch this. Yeah. It's the best version of that. It's the perfect run.
Man, I'd probably take Atomic.
Ooh,
I just love it. It's just me. And people like hate it or love it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's hate or love, bro. There's no like, oh, it's okay.
I just think it's
apple
so
turps are hate or love, bro.
And it's like I just feel like it's better than an apple turp. I don't know.
It's like a candy apple. It's like an artificial candy.
It's so good. So I would Desert Island that just because I feel like it could put me to sleep and it could, and I could like do shit on
That's ballsy, bro, because I couldn't smoke apple forever. That's like it comes in, I fuck with it a little while, and I tuck it.
Yeah. See,
But hey, no right or wrong answer.
Straight up, I'll take some good old school Blue Dream any day of the week.
Oh, that is a first for Desert Island. Well, old school. Your shit was raw when it first came out,
dude.
Bro.
Yeah,
there's some cool batches on the East Coast.
I had
that
a
shit, bro.
pineapple cross with Blue Dream cross with pineapple, and I ran that outside, and that's what I smoked all year snowboarding. All year, that was just like dope. Floaty high.
That sounds dope.
Oh yeah,
but we're not gonna change the Blue Dream.
Right.
We're sticking to Atomic Apple because I don't like how you switch the Blue Dream.
Yeah, no.
All right, so then they go new. What's something new you fucking with, man?
I don't know if it's new, but I really love rainbow belts.
Oh, that's new enough.
Yeah, I love rainbow belts.
That's great. That's a great answer.
I love rainbow belts. I just think it's fun.
Dosey and Skittles. What the fuck you want, bro?
It's hella
got
fun.
Power and flavor.
It's hella fun, man. And like the original rainbow belts, that's just like
the original, yeah.
No yield, absolute pain in the ass to grow. Looks like branches come out like sideways, like just a little bush of a plant. Wants to get irrigated like every 3 days. The whole room can be eaten 4 times a day, and this thing's eaten every 3 days. Like,
oh wow,
oh, it's a completely different beast, man.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's just like Skittles. It's just not just like Skittles.
Similar.
very similar in like consumption, what it likes. Like I'd never put it in the middle of a room. I put it on the edge of the room. Less light intensity.
Less light, yeah.
You know, just things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
But
like
yeah,
it, man.
I have to go with Rainbow Belts, man. I love that.
Well, since we're talking strains, if one strain described you, what would it be? And why?
Oh. Damn. Man, I'd have to go, like, I'm glad I saved this one. I'd go with Jonade. I still
Jonade?
love
Okay.
Jonade. Just because, like, that thing just,
That's your personality.
dude, just
Smokes
going,
you up,
man.
going.
Just going.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Like, I
cool.
can't
That's
smoke
cool.
it too often because I'll just be, like, extra, you know?
Yeah, geeked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Whereas,
cool.
like, I do prefer, like, some older, like, there's a recliner Kush that one of the facilities that I QC with that runs. It's a recliner Kush G41 number 7.
Bro, I just got recliner Kush. What is it?
I'm not sure, dude. I'm not
It
sure.
looked dope as fuck. It was purple as shit. It smelled different. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'll take one.
It's like it settles me down. And it looks like a cross between GDP. It's got the hairs, the orange hairs.
Okay, them wild orange
Bubba.
hairs, yeah.
And Bubba, like a big disco ball.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's just wild, dude. And I think it's just such
like
a
it.
nice smoke. But like, if I gave it to somebody else, they'd be like, yeah, cool. Where's the Z?
Right. Yeah,
I'm like, I get it, dog.
well, I'm gonna have to try it out.
Yeah.
I'm snag a little nugget out of there. Hopefully it's over.
I got you.
And my boy gonna watch this shit too. Oh man. Favorite place to smoke? Where you smoking?
Favorite place to smoke? Gotta be in the parking lot of Sierra Tahoe. I already know it's been a good day if I'm rolling a joint at the end of the day at Sierra.
I like that answer.
It was a good day.
Cool.
Yeah, it's more about like what happened that day than the location.
No right or wrong answer, brother. Yeah. I like it.
That's just because I bet you my boys are with me. We had a good day on the
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. What about favorite the first smoking device you ever had to MacGyver as a kid? Gravity bong.
The 2-liter gravity bong.
I feel like that's the best answer.
Dude, it's
not
such
the
a trip.
can. It's not the fucking bootleg soda bottle bong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking gravity bong. You guys were getting after it.
The gravity bong was wild. And then I will say,
it was wild.
There was a kid.
I think he was a monster back in the day.
Super. Dude, that was how you got high before like everybody got high.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Consistently with like dabs.
That was the closest thing to a dab, right?
Yeah,
Where
hot
just
dab.
blow your fucking chest
Dude, you're
up.
just like, oh, you don't recover for like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta go outside and lay down.
Yeah, you need a second.
Even if it's raining, I'm laying down. I would say there was a kid at my high school that made a ceramic can. He made it in ceramic glass. Made it a ceramic can. It looked like a tin or a soda can.
Man.
Bumped in and it was a pipe.
But
it was
fucking
ceramic.
Cool, bro.
It was hella dope.
I would buy one of those.
Yeah.
If somebody made like a glass or a ceramic, glass would be a little cleaner, a lot cleaner.
A lot cleaner.
Like a Coca-Cola can with the little holes in it.
Yeah. But it was essentially like a steamroller. Remember steamrollers?
Okay, like a steamroller style. Yeah, you just hold the end, have your boy light it, and then let go.
That was
see you
bad
later.
idea.
Yeah. Usually like PVC.
Steamrollers were bad idea, dude.
Yeah, called it the Big Bad Wolf.
Oh, God.
Because it motherfucking bites
We did
your
have
ass.
a 4-footer when we were in San Diego, and the San Diego State basketball team would come over and hit it. They'd come back from practice, and they'd all file in, all like 6'5".
That's great.
Oh, yeah. There was somebody famous on that team. I won't talk about it, but.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. We didn't know it at the time, but it's cool to look
I like
back
that.
on. Yeah.
I can't normally ask this question unless you're a grower.
Oh.
Give us a crazy grow story. Shit went the fuck down. You had to get the fuck out of Dodge. What happened? Go.
So it's 2017. We had just pulled our first harvest of depths.
Okay.
And this crazy yellow helicopter comes over the tree line, dude. Just comes over it. And is like a couple 100 feet. I mean, and like I'm gonna start feeling it because I still get a little antsy when I hear helicopters. When the helicopters get so close that you can feel the blade in your chest, the thump, it's like it gets you it's a different feeling.
Yeah.
And especially when you know that like shit ain't good, right? So of course we do our little like duck under a tree or under a plant, hide inside of the plant. And so the thing kind of maps the property, right? There was like 20 acres there. There was full terms up on a hillside, and you came down the hill and in the valley. That's where the dep houses were. This thing comes over. I mean, it must have been. It felt like 15 minutes. It was
Shady.
probably 3.
Yeah, bro.
And me and my boy loaded up every fucking bin we had, stuffed them to the brim, right? Stuffed everything to the brim and drove it a half hour to other buddy's house for holding.
Yeah.
And like that whole drive, and we had done something like that before.
Sure.
But we're like, this time just felt different. And then there was
sure.
road construction on this little back road. And this little back road always had sheriffs on it. So like we knew what we were doing, but we couldn't take the freeway because like, we're, got a little box truck and it just was too obvious, right?
Yeah.
So it was a box truck, my little Tundra, like, just with a camper shell, just stuffed to the brim. And that was like the closest call. They never came that year, but they came
a
couple
real?
years later. Yeah.
Okay.
But they came a couple years later, but that was like, it was so close and just like thumped in your chest and you were like, they're coming. There was not a fucking bone in my body that was like, they're going to be here tomorrow morning. We got to go. Like, we were almost chopping things down.
Yeah.
Like, we were, we're having those conversations.
Bro.
We were having those conversations like, hey, do we just call it good? Like, we've had a nice run,
Yeah.
We just kept sticking it. 2017 was a banger ass year.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
So that was crazy. And then the Plywood Palace, I'd say.
The Plywood Palace.
Plywood,
you touched on that story, right?
3-story plywood structure, just with 100-something lights on it, hooked up to a generator off grid. That whole thing was just a failure and a half. But like, what we did to get that going was just sick, dude. Like the road up to that thing was just a bunch of switchbacks, just switchback. Like, it was just crazy. What you did to grow weed 10 years ago was absolutely ridiculous.
It's impressive.
Like, the things people did for 10 lights was nuts. So like 100, you were ready to.
It was whatever. We call it ride or die, bro.
Yeah,
like
I
thought,
thought 2013 was gonna be my year, man. It was not.
It's all good, bro. But solid story.
Yeah,
My grower homies, they always got the best stories for that question.
I'm gonna have to calm down after that one.
No, sorry.
No, it's good. It's just that.
Didn't mean to bring you back to that space.
Even when I moved to Davis, I'd hear a helicopter come over my apartment.
Yeah.
I got not a gram of weed on me. Yeah. Maybe a little bit left over.
So that's a West Coast thing, bro.
Still.
We don't got choppers out there. You gotta be on like a high speed chase to get a chopper in Jersey, bro. Yeah, we don't got the choppers.
That's true.
Man.
That's true.
I remember I used to go see my girl in Phoenix back at, on my come up. My wife, my girl at the time, we'd be at house parties. Yeah. And that fucking ghetto birds would come through.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? My cousin would be like, yo, come on, son, we gotta get to the car. Got to get to the car before all the ground troops get in. You know what I'm saying?
AZ does.
And I'm
not
just
play.
like, I know how to run from cops, but I don't know how to run a fucking helicopter. You feel like you going nowhere, man. This motherfucker on me. God damn.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but that's this is a trip, man. Hell yeah.
It is though.
But let's bring it to something a little more fun.
Okay.
Calm you down. If your brand was a band, who would it be?
Oh man.
And you could pick multiple bands. No right or wrong answer.
If my brand, man, that's a tough one.
You want to know mine?
Yeah.
If that'll help you out?
You're going to go.
Frank Sinatra, Wu-Tang,
okay.
Metallica.
Okay.
People that know me would understand that.
Okay. I got to go across between like Tribe.
Okay. I fuck with that.
Call Quest. And then like maybe some. And then like honestly, like chill. And then all of a sudden just super raw, like. I guess I gotta go with him because he got me through some shit. Kevin Gates, he dropped.
Kevin Gates is raw.
Yeah, so like I know those are two opposite genres.
They supposed
to
be, bro.
But like that mashup would be because like anytime we were going through some type of hardship or like things weren't going our way or like personally I was going through something.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates just seemed to drop an album.
And cut through.
And just helped me. Whatever it was.
Love that shit.
That album just became like on the way over here I was listening to it because it was just like just takes me back to like a different time.
That's
so
dope.
I was
Music can do that. Music will transport your ass.
100%. Yeah, the I think he dropped it in 2015, Isaiah. That album, the whole thing, top to bottom.
Send it to me, bro.
It's just
because he got so many fucking albums. It's hard to peel through them shits.
That one's and that's the same one like Two Phones came out on. You know, that one was big. Like that was great. That was a radio hit. But I was like, yeah, that one's cool. But like,
I always had 2 phones since motherfucking 2000.
I'm down to 1 because it's legal now, and I'm cheap. Yeah. I'm fucking cheap. You're like,
nah, I like the 2 phones. Sleep better at night.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
At this point, we're gonna shout out your favorite plug from back in the day, bro. Who was your favorite plug? You don't gotta say their real name.
Yeah. Man.
Somebody that took care of you always.
Chubby, man.
Chubby. Shout out to Chubby.
He was the clone guy.
Shout out to Chubby, man.
He's had some he's had some unfortunate events the last year or so, but he's just a strong motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Come back.
Can't keep a good man down,
dude.
Man.
You can't. You
That's
can't.
A fact.
He always took care of me, man. If I had an emergency, I needed some cuts. I probably stole a bunch of people's clone orders, man, over the years because he just had my back and like knew it. Like when we got cut down in 2013, who did we go see? We went and saw Chubby.
That says a lot.
Yeah. So he really took care of me, and he still does. And I talked to him like 2 days ago, and he's good. So
shout out Chubby, man.
Yeah, Chubbs.
Get him something on June 16th. That's National Plug Day. But I don't give a fuck if you get him a cup of coffee. Get him something.
Okay.
You know what I'm
saying?
Saying?
He loves his coffee too. It's funny you say
coffee
that.
and a joint.
I always got
coffee and some pizza, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's the guy that got Sunset Sherbet. He's the guy that got Gorilla Glue. He's the guy that just had everything new. When Runts hit, he got that going. Like, man, he kept everybody.
Hell yeah.
Like, and he just banged out the clones.
Yeah. You gotta have that guy in the crew.
Man,
it's key.
They're less and less these days.
Oh yeah.
The phone game is a lot harder than it used to be.
Oh yeah.
That used to be
That's a fact.
That used to be a couple tickets easy. And now it's different, you know. But
yeah, man.
That's funny.
But that's what's up, man. June 16th, get him something, bro. Let me shout out one of your mentors from back in the day and maybe some of the best advice you ever got in life.
Man. Mentor from back in the day would definitely be Mikey Lyon and Mendo, Woodwide Farms. We looked up to him. He was like the first guy hitting crazy yields.
Okay.
Like we heard about his yields and we were like, we do everything he does.
Yeah.
What's he doing? And like back then nobody shared their recipe or like what they were doing, right? So we hear tidbits.
Yeah.
And you know, this dude had me crawling through depths, you know, putting shots of bone meal on every plant, like shot glasses. And I don't know if you've ever messed with bone meal. It is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, liquid bone meal.
Liquid bone meal.
Disgusting. Anyway, had me crawling through my depths, every plant getting like 2 or 3 shots, dude. Like he had me doing it. So like, yeah, man, he's the one that created Miyagi. He created Miyagi.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so and that recipe went hand in hand with Miyagi.
That's
you had to do it. And so I say we looked up to him a lot. That was like in the days where like there wasn't anybody. I guess people looked up to Jungle Boys because they had YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
But I never jumped on any platforms like that or YouTube or 420 Farmer and all those stuff. IC Mag. Everybody's like, yeah, we were, we watched this or we did this, and like I just stayed in my bubble. Yeah. And I just like I blocked out a lot of shit. Which I think helps me now. I'll be honest with you. Definitely. Best piece of advice though, like. Man, I don't know who the first person was that told me that keep it simple, but keep it simple and make sure your family life's in order, because if your family life in order, man, if it's not in order, man, everything's out of whack, So I do my best now. Learning how to be a dad that's a whole.
Is this your first kid?
Yeah.
Oh, salud.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, going from straight cannabis industry, live and die for the plant, to having a kid, and that balancing act every day, right?
Yeah.
3:30, I'm swimming through like thousands of plants, and by 4 o'clock, I'm picking my kid up, from school or daycare, and it's like it's just another world that I just have to snap out of.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that, but keep it simple, and then like whoever told me to like really prioritize the family, because that really makes a difference.
Oh yeah.
And you have to have a good partner, man. My girl is just so solid.
That's key.
Love
man.
you, girl. Yeah.
That's good. Shout out to wifey.
Yeah.
This point we're gonna go into some rapid fires.
Oh!
And then we'll wrap up.
All right.
Rapid fires are 1-word answers.
Oh, I can't do those, but okay.
I know it's not gonna be easy, bro.
All right.
It's not gonna be easy. You ready?
I'm ready.
Do you prefer to smoke in the hot or the cold?
Cold.
LED or HPS?
HPS.
Living soil or cocoa?
I go soil.
Soil? Did you want to say something else?
I just think
Pubes?
there's a I just think there's a mesh
was a quick
between cocoa and soil that
Okay.
I think,
Okay.
yeah.
Joints or
Enough said.
blunts?
Joints now, blunts when I was in my 20s.
That's right. Bongs or bowls? Or your bubbler?
I'm my bubbler, man.
All
My
day.
little bubbler.
All day. Cold start or hot start, if you're talking dabs?
Oh.
Does Bobby Bagz dabs or not?
Oh, man. I
No
haven't
dabs.
dabbed in so long.
Next question.
Sorry.
Chef or Lindy?
Chef. Yeah.
No right or wrong answer.
Parrot just.
These questions are for Jordan, but you grow up.
Yeah,
there, so I figured
yeah.
You can answer these too.
I tasted the
Piper?
first batch and I was like, damn.
Piper or answer?
Ooh, Piper.
Purple Dino or Star Dog 41?
All right. Purple Dino is one of the most gorgeous plants I've seen in a long fucking time. So I gotta go Purple Dino. I just saw the room this morning and I was like, every time I walk out of it, I'm like, dude, Purple Dino is gorgeous.
Purple
and everybody
Dino
just laughs. They're
is
like,
fire.
yeah, it's the most beautiful plant. Like,
Hell yeah.
yeah. Natural, man. Just,
Street smarts or book smarts?
street smarts.
SpongeBob or Patrick? What's up, Dad?
Ooh.
You there yet? SpongeBob or Patrick?
Oh, I know all SpongeBob. Man, funny. I just go off humor. I think Patrick's funny as shit.
He is, yo. Reminds me of my boy Bugs. Rest in peace.
That's another nickname.
Yeah, man. Ren or Stimpy?
Oh,
You old enough for that one?
yeah. Man, probably Ren, just because he was
The mastermind.
That's an asshole.
He's an asshole too, yo. He was. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
Regular doinks or hash holes?
Just give me a doink, man. I don't need to go to outer space every day.
Pass that shit or I'm smoking this to the face.
Pass it. I will die. Don't. No. Nothing to your face no
Okay,
more, bro.
okay. Football or baseball?
Football.
Bike or skateboard?
Skate because it's close to snow.
80s or 90s?
90s.
NorCal or SoCal?
I mean, NorCal.
Sac or the Bay?
Zach.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
My man. My man. Beach or snow?
Snow.
The
Every
Wire
day.
or The Sopranos?
Oh, I feel like this is a loaded question.
I will judge you on this one.
Oh,
It's the only question I'm probably going to judge you. Outside of pizza or tacos.
The Wire.
It's all love, bro.
The Wire.
It's all love. Automatic or revolver?
Oh man, probably auto because I'm.
Shot of 151 or a hot dab?
Oh God, I'd probably take the 151. Like 10 out of 10 times, I'd probably
Hell
drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt bike or four-wheeler?
Oh man, I'm not good at anything 2 wheels and a motor, so I'll go 4-wheel.
Okay.
That's a scary thing.
Gelato
Snowmobiles, too.
Runs Terps or OG Gas?
OG gas. Yeah.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Wu-Tang or Death Row?
Wu-Tang.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a hard one because it's California, but like.
No right or wrong answer, bro. They're
That's a
both
hard
good
one.
ones.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go to before we get up out of here, this fucking guy segment. If you have a story about this fucking guy, which means like any crazy current or old events,
All
some
right.
dumb shit you've seen or some funny shit, hit me.
Okay. If you grow or work in the Southside Green Zone from Watt to 65th Street,
Yeah.
or Florham Perkins or Howe or whatever, Power Inn, whatever it is, Fruit Ridge, Elder Creek,
You shot all them shits.
you are putting your life on the line every day when you drive to and from work. It is the absolute Wild West of driving. There are no cops.
No, fuck
There
that.
are people who like live in those cars with no catalytic converters just roaring past you.
Yeah,
I almost got sideswiped by a semi yesterday. That was yesterday.
yeah.
Day before, I started turning, and this chick just decided to go straight at the light when she had a red.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is 2 days back to back where I almost gotten big accidents.
Smashed, yeah.
And like the rain hasn't helped this year.
Jeez.
But then like the other week, I'm sitting at a stoplight, and this dude comes up in the suicide lane around everybody,
Hey,
and it's
dude.
not even traffic. It's like 1 o'clock in the green zone, right?
Yeah.
4 o'clock, it gets hard to get out of there, right?
Yeah.
Everybody gets off at 3:34. It's like 1 o'clock. This dude zooms up, no catalytic converter, expedition, just right, just floors it through the intersection.
Yeah.
Cars going by, just floors it
Ooh.
through. But like, this isn't like all this
This
shit's
fucking
This
guy.
is daily. This is everywhere.
Just so y'all know, the catalytic converter theft thing is really bad in the state of California, and they're actually got a new law in place where you're gonna get a little bit extra trouble for snatching catalytic converters.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
but like,
that's fine,
bro.
This fucking guy.
You're putting your life on the line going to the South Side Green Zone. The other Green Zone, there's one at North Highlands and stuff, and there's the Arden whatever. But like, man.
Shit is
like, keep your head on a swivel.
For sure.
I'm not like take an extra few seconds before when your light turns green. Look both ways.
Oh yeah,
because people do not care that they're flying.
That's a good pro tip for Sacramento in general.
Don't ride your bike. I don't know who rides their bike down there, and I see you.
Stay on the trail. Stay off the road.
Stop. You will die.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah. I've seen it.
Enough said.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So like it's not this guy. It's just like.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, we don't need to do 70 miles an hour on these city streets.
No, bro.
We don't.
Take it easy.
Jeez,
you gotta relax.
Please, bro.
Take it easy.
That's why I drive my truck all these times, man. If I take a hit in my Camry, I'm wrecked.
You'll be good. You got some fucking metal around you.
Yeah.
Well, shit, bro. Before we get up out of here, man, let's tell everybody how we met and who you know that I should know. Yeah. So how did we meet? Through Jordan?
I think it was.
Proper?
Yeah, both, I think.
Both.
Yeah, because that's that circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm like lucky enough to become a part of. Right?
So we met through them, and who do you know that I should know? Who should I get on the show, bro?
You should talk to Jason at Lumpy's. He is a killer, bro.
I have him on my list.
Do you?
Actually, I think we're in a text thred.
Good.
And we're trying to make that happen.
I met him probably 3-4 months ago.
Or maybe his partner. What's his partner's name?
I'm gonna blank. I spend most of the time talking to Jason because
we'll get them both on the fucking show.
That's what I would.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I would.
Get them both on the show. They were just on the rotation show, fire episode.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
A lot of history of shit that I heard about, and I didn't know what the real story was with that whole. In the beginning of Prop 64, they took a nasty little hit with the BCC. You know what I'm saying?
And like they've just done all their own work. Jason's a
impressive story, man.
Dude,
impressive
and it's
story.
And
would love to have him on the show.
I've only gotten to know him maybe 3 months, but
cool.
The stuff we're talking about is just like next level cultivation, like extra. They're really into that fine tuning process. Right now, and we just getting better. It's just cool to see. In that organization, you walk through, that is a spotless facility.
Nice.
The facility that I go to the most, and I actually haven't seen the other one. They're converting that right now.
Right.
Or something's going on there. It is absolutely spotless, and it is just. I like it. It is pristine and like straight up, like it's such a well-run organization.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Lumpy's, man.
And they did that event in November, which was
cool. Fucking crazy. Yeah,
that
Cannabis
was
Cup.
Cool.
NorCal Cannabis Cup at the bank. That shit was wild.
Yeah, I got to go hang out with all the homies, see everybody, and then go home to my own bed.
Yeah.
Usually you don't get to do that in the Bay or Santa Rosa. Like it's a trek. But I was home in 25 minutes.
That was perfect.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I was like 10 minutes away from there.
Yeah, there you go.
That shit was lit.
Yeah, we ain't in Midtown anymore.
Hell yeah. So how can we help you? How can I reach into my network and help you with your mission? What you got going on before we get up out of here? Drop your handles.
Yeah.
Website.
Yeah, so you can catch me at Bobby Bagz, Bobby.Bagz with a Z on Instagram. I don't have Twitter or really anything else. My email is on that. I have MTC, Modern Technique Consulting, and that's my primary daily, and I really work on this advisory thing, and I'm really like, I pride myself being a grower first and then helping other growers optimize their, these massive investments and honestly stay in business because things are a little rough right now, right?
Nice.
But on the Bobby Bagz front, I just started doing merch, and what we're going to do with the merch is here pretty soon on Instagram, I'm going to put out a question to everybody and kind of ask what's one of your favorite charities that's like cannabis heavy, right? Okay. Whether it's like Wounded Warriors Project or Last Prisoner, right? There's a couple of them. And what I want to do is this year I'm trying to drop another goal, 2023, that's written down in my office, right? I'm trying to drop merch 3 times this year, and each time I want to do it all the profits going to a different charity. Nice. I don't know which charity yet. I need everybody's help because I don't really know these charities that much. But and if you're one of these charities, please tell me why. Like, please, please, please. And I just, the clothing that I'm dropping is stuff that like I've always wanted to do. And it really comes from like older, like 10, 15 years ago, like Huff before Huff was huge, right?
Yeah.
Black Scale before Black Scale blew up, like all these like real street brands, and then Alien Labs old stuff.
Whew.
Absolutely love
Heaters.
that stuff. So like there's a lot on that, but it's quality merchandise and I have cultivators in mind, right? Like this is one of the shirts right now. Like it's nice, it's form fit.
It's fire.
You can go pick some leaves in this, like you can go de-leaf in this, you can underclear in this. There's no like draggy, like I hate the long sleeves that's got a little
droopy.
Like it fits good. It's got a little slit on the side, so you got movement. Like I just think about it as like a cultivator, what I want in a shirt.
That's cool, bro.
Because
I fucks with that.
Because like, man, we blow through shirts.
Oh yeah.
Like we're as cultivators, we're rough on our shoes, our pants, shirts, sweatshirts, everything. So when I was designing these, I told the person helping me, shout out to Coac Collective, that I just cultivators in mind.
Nice,
I want
bro.
nice. My t-shirts are nice and breathable, right? Long sleeves for the winter time. That just, going in between rooms. Yeah, the rooms are 75, 80 degrees, but like outside it isn't. That warehouse is cold as shit.
Yeah.
So it's like
is.
It's just like these are the perfect fit. These is just
it
is what it is. So we're gonna have hats, sweatshirts, long sleeves, and short sleeves. Like I said, it's all the profits are gonna go to a charity that you guys helped me pick.
That's lit,
and we're gonna do that,
Love that
hopefully 3 times in 2023. And if it seems like it works out and we figure it out, because I've heard it's a little trickier than it sounds, right?
Yeah.
Taxes and whatever. Like I don't even know. I have a CPA for that. Hopefully they help me.
You'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
So if it works out, we're just gonna keep doing this. And like if I can just keep flipping that money, and in turn we can raise some profits for charity.
Yeah, man.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Yeah. And Bobby Bagz is just. I'm just here for the growers.
There you have it, man.
I'm just here for the growers.
Bobby Bagz.
Dude.
Appreciate you coming out, bro.
This was great.
This was great.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate it, man. So I know y'all got some good game out of this episode. Catch us next time. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.